Hello everybody, we're back for Nation Wars 3, the qualification process, ready for the main tournament. We're here for 1 day of 4 days of qualifiers. Joining me over here on the desk, I was going to say couch there, I'm used to couches. Joining me on the desk here is Le Todd. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, still trying to recover from the insolence of Nate.
Yeah, I would.
Who dissed me for not playing for Team France. Let me tell you something.
Uh-oh, here we go.
France has a lot of good players. Players that either win WCS or go very deep in it. Why don't you try this, America, for once?
You took the Todd versus Nate thing national.
He started a war.
You started a war between you two. All right, so we're here for the final game, the final best of 7 between the USA, of course, and the Ukraine, to decide which player will play or which country will play in Nation Wars 3. One of these countries will have the opportunity to play in the main event to go to group stages that start on December the 3rd. And it's going to be an interesting one, this best of 7, to see who plays who.
You were going to say a cracker, weren't you?
There's going to be a cracker in this
The
one.
inner red eye is being channeled very often tonight.
Yes, yes.
Honestly, going to this group, I thought that Ukraine was going to be the favorite, personally, but they almost fell to Italy. And now I've realized that on USA, on Team USA, there is 2 Protosses that specialize in killing Zergs already since Wings of Liberty, Heart of the Swarm, that's Spock and State. They are very good against Zerg, I think both of them, in my opinion. So as much as they have a free loss in Nathanias, I think having to face 2 Zergs from Team Ukraine, plus Cass, who really seemed to not be on form at all in his previous match, it's just going to be a great advantage for them.
You feeling the US of A can go through then?
I'm feeling that freedom will be brought upon this Nation Wars, and that a Nation Wars top 16 without the US of A wouldn't be a Nation Wars.
You're right. We will go to the captain interviews in a quick second here, but I think we can take a look at the brackets to have a look at some of you just tuning in for the very first time, some of you from America, and have a look so far of what we've done and what we're going to be doing over the next couple of days. Today is the top left. We started with Ukraine versus Italy, and it was a 4-3 victory for Ukraine. Very close, as the young 13-year-old Reina delivered 3 wins for Italy, but it was Bly who went on a reverse all-kill to make sure the Ukraine went through to the finals. And then we just watched Nathanias lead his nation against Venezuela, and they did well. 4-1 is a great result. And now the 2 best nations, and I think when everyone looks at that group, the 2 best nations go head-to-head, and all the other groups brackets will be played over the next 3 days, 1 per day. Tomorrow we'll be doing the Canadian group in Belgium, as well as Brazil and Switzerland.
Which U? Is it going to be Ukraine or USA, Apollo?
That's the question, isn't it? Which U is it going to be?
I'm feeling USA, really.
I mean, I think we've had some predictions too, which we'll get to in a little bit, maybe before or after.
Especially like Ukraine, since their last match, they've kind of been sitting back, watching the stream, whereas USA, they just come off a win here. They're pretty pumped. They seem to have some pretty good team spirit, so...
I do believe I think I did predict the Ukraine, but I do have I think you had a very good point that Puck and State can probably carry this against Bly, the strongest player.
I mean, they have to.
They have to, yeah, they have to, and I think they can. Also, just a reminder for some of you guys at home before we do go over to these captain interviews. Looking forward to that. Bly and, of course, Nathanias, captains of both sides. The prize pool started at $15,000 for Nation Wars 3 and has already increased almost, if not over, $1,000 now. And all you need to do is donate on this Twitch channel, on the English stream for Nation Wars 3, or the French stream, and 40% of what you give goes directly to the players and the prize pool. And we've already managed to grab 1,000. Which is a lot of money already for 40%.
Yeah, I talked about those new socks of yours. Maybe it's going to come true. Maybe the winners of this tournament with the extra money will buy you 1,000 pair of socks.
They could do. They could do.
That'd be good.
They could do.
I think, I mean,
it's enjoyable.
It's our first day of broadcast here. These are just the qualifiers. So if we, can build up a nice prize pool for these players to really benefit from it, I think that's really cool for them.
Yeah. And I mean, everyone's having a lot of fun. O Gaming are loving it down here in Paris, broadcasting this for the first time in a long time since Nation Wars 2 ended a while back. And I know a lot of you guys are having fun at home as well. And as you can see by all the interviews we've been doing with the players, they're having also a lot of fun. So if you do feel like you'd like to contribute to NationWars, do so in the donation way.
I think our predictions are ready here.
Okay,
Let's see.
predictions.
Oh, a lot of 3-4. Oh my
Okay,
God.
so USA's at the start. So you've gone US, and it is. Oh, you're with Anus and TKL and Brioche.
Brioche.
Yeah, it's French. And then everyone else has gone for the Ukraine. I went for the Ukraine. I believe in Bly, actually.
A lot of people went
I think that. So
from Ukraine.
my counter to your argument for the US is that I think that latency will have an issue for the Protoss players when they play in the European server. And that's where I think Protoss is harder to play than Zerg. Therefore, this is why Bly is going to carry.
That's a good point, but
It won't have a massive impact, but it'll have an impact enough where it might mean a force field missed.
it's interesting that Nathanias mentioned that State has like a million different builds, because there was definitely a lot of similarities in the two builds that he made, that he used against Zerg earlier.
Yeah.
And I feel like it might be a recurrent thing where, like, personally, like, you know, I think State's a really good player, but in the past I've seen him use similar build or similar openers too often, and eventually people really catching on to this. And against Ukraine, you can't do that, because guys like Dimagag, in particular Bly, will have watched those games very carefully and been like, okay, like, I could have Nidus here, I could have Speedling attacked here and killed him. So he's going to have to be very careful to make sure like he can mix it up still very well and keep, I guess, trying to catch Bly off guard.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bly, while the US was playing, gave Demaga a couple of replays to be like, make sure you do something like this. Have a look at it.
Yeah.
Do this type of attack, and you're going to be able to pick up a win. I wouldn't be surprised if that
Demaga
happened.
watched those replays and he said,
like,
no,
"Oh,
I
God,
like to
it's
make
so
more than
bad."
24 drones.
Yeah, I want a bit of drones. Want a bit of drones. How you doing over there, mate? I think they're just still setting up the captain.
How are you enjoying
interviews.
Paris?
Well, I haven't really done that much yet. I mean,
Hey, you had foie gras earlier today.
yeah, I spoke about that. I had foie gras and tartare as my French dish of the day, which was lovely. It was, you know, I toughened up my stomach. I went to the bathroom, hit myself a bunch here, and said, toughen up, you boy. And then came back to the table and ate what I had to eat, and I ate it, and it was really nice.
All right. Yeah, by the way, what's really cool here, and that we haven't talked about that much, is that we play here through these groups from here Thursday to Sunday.
Yeah.
And Sunday, we're going to actually draw the groups from the round of 16 and also announce the venue for the finals, the offline finals
One
here
of
to
the
take
most
place in Paris.
prestigious venues.
Using this for every word now. It's only for Nathan.
It's his favorite word.
Yeah.
But I did hear that the captain interviews are ready. So over on the couch, we have Bly for Ukraine and Nate for the US of A.
Yes, thank you very much, guys. So, yes, Funka, we're going to interview Bly and Nathanias. Hope they have interesting things to say. They've been taunting a lot, both of them.
Yeah, well, you know, Bly in the first game actually said that he was about to 4-0 Italy.
Yes.
Didn't go really that way.
I heard it too.
He actually had, you know, he had to do the reversal kill to actually make that happen. So I'm guessing maybe he's not going to be as cocky as he was before. But I don't know. Are Bly and Nate with us right now? Can you guys hear us?
Hello, guys.
Hello, boys.
So, let's start with Ukraine. Bly, as Funka said, do you feel as confident against USA as you were against Italy?
Of course I am.
Of course he says that.
Yeah. Which one of the players is going to be the most dangerous in the US lineup?
Nathanias. Okay, just imagine if I lose to Nathanias, how do I feel?
Yeah, you feel like going back to Wings of Liberty.
Or even more, how does community feels?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing the tweets already. Like pro player loses to caster. You know, it would be really bad. Nate,
It's a hashtag retirement. Instantly.
it wouldn't be Bly on fire. It would be Bly retiring. Nate, how do you feel about that? Did you feel like you're the most dangerous player in the USA lineup?
I mean, if memes could kill, then maybe. But
Are you gonna throw
that
some
being
kappas?
maybe a kappa here or there. I actually like this matchup. Like, I don't know if you guys know, my father immigrated from Ukraine actually, so he's from Odessa. So I love these guys. Already, you know, blind me or buddies. I won't smack talk these guys as hard as Todd, but I'm very excited for this match either way. Obviously, I think Bly's the scariest player on the team because both the other guys admitted they haven't, or you said in the interview that they haven't practiced as much as you prior to this tournament.
So, Bly, are you gonna carry this team, or is Cass and Daimaga hiding their strategies and maybe they train specially against Nathanias, the hardest player in the other team?
I would say I will try to hide myself yet. So let them play. If they will be able to win, I'm pretty happy with it because I think I did my job for today. And beating up Nathanias is it's not what I want to, because I don't want to do it on stream.
Yeah.
That would be
Such a nice guy.
that would be really mean.
Spasiba.
That would be really
Spasiba,
mean if you
yeah.
beat Nathanias. Nate, what's the key to beat Bly on Fire? That guy is so good these days. He's playing
What?
amazing. What's the key to
mean-
beat Bly?
I mean, you know, people. You could draw all these playbooks and diagrams, but you know, you just gotta hose them down, put that fire out. You know, and I think one of the best ways to shoot a hose is from above, and Liberators chill in the sky. So obviously, that's the key to success in every game, even our Protoss players today.
Oh, really? Or just call Aquaman?
Aquaman?
Yeah. You know, I don't know if Captain America has those hookups, but I guess it wouldn't be the worst idea to have some giant sharks come in.
Okay, guys, you have a word for the opposing team, starting with Ukraine. If you had something to say to the opposing team before going into this match.
Good luck and enjoy. Enjoy, really enjoy.
That's good, that's fair.
I like it. What about you, Nate?
Я тебя люблю тоже.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Whoa. Can somebody translate, Bly?
I love you too.
I
Oh,
love you too.
that is
Nice.
really cute, boys.
So cute. So you're the captains. You have to make tough decisions. Which one will be the first player aligned? Starting with USA, please.
We decided that based on the way that the server picking is going between NA and EU, I'm gonna bite the bullet and go first and take that EU shot for my Protoss boys.
Nice.
What's going on, Bly?
I'm really sorry.
You
bro.
seem sad.
I'm really sorry.
Are you going first again, Bly?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
snap.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, guys.
Let's do it. Let's drink it.
All right. Good luck, have fun, and we're going straight back to casters. Casters, take it away.
Take it away.
Take it away.
Wale! Bonjour! Bienvenue, le NationWars toi! I'm here with Todd. Did you like my face?
This is the English stream, mate.
Oh yeah, sorry, wrong stream. Back here on the English stream from NationWars 3, it is the final match of the evening, the final best of 7, as the US of R takes on Ukraine in a match to decide which country will go through to play in Nation Wars. And it's gonna be great 8 of 8 Nate against Bly on the European server, which
Bly is feeling the pressure. He talked about early retirement if he were to lose here against Nathanias. And I can't blame him because I would do the same thing if I lost to Nathanias. Even though I'm already retired, I'd re-retire.
you'd retire twice. You'd go back pro after losing to Nate just to retire again. So do we have much hope for Nathanias taking on one of the better, top 5 Zergs in Europe in Legacy of the Void?
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen.
You can be brutally honest. We're all
He's going to
friends
get
here.
ravaged.
He's going to get
No
ravaged.
pun intended.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be for the Protoss to try and clean up.
All right, this is going to be a brutal one. Here is Team America. It is captained by Nathanius, Nathan Fabricant. I always tell him, every time I meet him, he needs to change his last name to stop being so negative, to be more positive. It is not Fabricant, it is Fabricant, and I hope he can deliver here against Bly. And of course, supported by his two friends, State and Puck, Brendan and Ryan, who will be helping him deliver victory against the Ukraine, which is a very strong team. It is headlined by Bly, the team captain we just heard from, and also joined by Cass and Dimitro. And
I think that if Ukraine is to do okay or even win against USA today, it's going to be through some good performances from Cass and Dimaga as well. You know, like Bly even said in the interview that he already did his job today. You know, he kind of saved them the first time, but now it's going to be for Dimaga and Cass to put in some work. So once we get past here, that first free win that's going to take place, and that is inevitable, that's when the real match will start.
And I think the way that this series, this best of seven, is going to play out is there's definitely a lot of long-term thinking. You know, the way that Nate and the group have said, the USA have said, okay, let's approach this in the way that whoever plays on the European server first is going to be in a bit of trouble, and they're going to have to play amazing to get a win against Bly there. So Nate's like, you know, I'll take this one. Maybe I get a sneaky win, which would be amazing, like huge for the US if they win this one. But he's going to, you know, put himself out there, because they know if Nate does lose, Bly must go to America, and that's where they can snipe him out and then hopefully keep delivering against Dimaga and Cass. So it's a good plan overall from the US.
Yeah, it's going to be a central protocol here as our first match, if that's even the English name.
I don't
I try to translate from the French
I actually don't know the names. Central protocol?
How do you...
Can I just see the map? I don't know the map name.
Protocole Central in French, so I just assume that's what it is in English.
So a big 4-player map.
Yeah, it's like one of those maps where like the main is kind of far away from the natural, and there is also a big ramp at the natural where Ravagers can walk up and kill everything.
They can. But I wonder if Nate like 2-Rexes. Imagine if he just 2-Rexes and says, you know what, even though I can't control my Marines that well because I'm on Europe server, I can still control them.
It's Legacy of the Void, man.
Do 3-Rex then. I lost to a 3-Rex actually. Or I don't know, it was a lot of Marines, so it could have been 4. I never watched the replay.
Yeah, but you're greedy.
I was.
Cloud went Pulse first, and then he's Ling rushing.
Will he?
Nah, maybe
no,
not.
he won't.
Actually, yeah, if he goes Hatch, Extractor, Pull, and gets rushed by a lot of Zerglings, and then somebody else plays instead of Nate, maybe it can work, yeah.
Huh, okay, we'll see.
If Maru's microing instead of Nate, yeah. I'm being really mean. I love you, Nate. If you're watching this later,
you two,
sure
you two do have a fantastic back and forth relationship. It is wonderful. Are they loaded up yet, or getting into the game?
No, we're waiting for German cast. Take Naruto.
It's always take. It's always the Germans. Being
Naruto,
slow.
I think, is solo casting.
It's always being slow. They're in a game though. Why are you not in a game?
I am.
Oh, you are. Okay.
Yo, calm down, okay? I got this.
Nathanius has won a game already today. Can he win 2? I think the internet will go wild if he beats Bly.
People were going wild already earlier when he won the one map.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, Nathanius is going all kill. That hype died very quickly, almost as quickly as it started.
Okay, but I have slight belief in the man from Pennsylvania. That's where he's from.
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
To be more precise. How many people from Scranton do you think are watching? Do you think he's like a local hero there?
Oh,
he goes there, like meets the mayor and stuff.
He's representing his country. A little man, a little boy, a little man from Scranton, Pennsylvania, now represents his big country.
Look at the chats.
What?
When they show the team sheets. Nathanias is 22, lol.
Well met, says Nathanias, as we load in to the last match here today.
KLI's intro.
I can't do a Kalaris
Come
intro.
on, we did one earlier, it was good.
You know, it's just the same thing over and over and over again. I can't do it because that's what Kalaris does with his intros, but I can't do it like he can.
Wow.
Up here, spawning in, representing Team Acer, but more importantly today, as everything is on the line when nations collide, representing the Ukraine, it's Bly.
Hype, hype.
All right. Hype
Going
it
out
up for
first.
this one. Your turn.
And his opponent, standing in the top right-hand side corner of
Hype
the
it,
map,
man.
it is the man that has been nicknamed Wonder Woman as well as the free win here in this series. It is, of course, Nathan Fabricant Nathanius. The Muslim is watching this somewhere and going, Nathanius.
Oh, look, he even changed his kappa thing. Look, he changed it to his face on the command center. That's how cool
That's a
Nate
beautiful
is.
wig.
Look at that wig.
He should dye his hair. He looks much better like this.
All right, so he's decided to go for the same build, by the looks of it, as he did a little bit earlier on versus Bayrada. And it is the Mass Reaper. But we have an Overlord from Bly on a mission, on a search and scout, and relay information to eventually destroy. But the Overlord from Bly actually turned around, so never mind. Nate gets in, knows what he's up against, so he knows what.
Is he going to get a Marine from that second barracks? No, still goes Reaper anyway. Not going to try to get rid of that one
Was
Overlord.
Bly watching Nate play earlier? Does he know what this could potentially mean?
He was. He knows that Nate is very likely to play very aggressive to try and make something happen before it reaches any kind of late game or any kind of place where decision making is going to be relevant. So he's going to be
Why
very
can't
careful.
Nate Can't he make decisions at a high level?
I mean, against somebody like Bly, who's played about 25 times more than him,
No.
maybe it's going to be very difficult.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, Nate, don't lose your Reaper. Bly going for a surround here, and the Reaper squeezes out. But all the barracks have been spotted. There's no Overlord that's just seen everything, so Bly knows exactly what he's
Yeah.
up to.
would be a great time. Actually, that's not even a wall, I think, at the
All
ramp
right.
of Nate.
There we go. Reaper's doing damage to the Queens. Getting quite a good few hits off her, and he's been able to keep them alive.
That Queen loves the action.
And it's a total of
Lynx
4 barracks. In the previous game, he got 5.
Can
but
Lynx
he's
get in? That's
refined
not-
it
is that
to
a wall?
4.
I'm worried that this is not a proper wall.
Well, he's got to also worry about this at the other side of the map too, as these Reapers are starting to climb up. We are going to see a Queen death very shortly if Nate decides to
That drone.
focus it. Here he does.
Our Worldtron starts. in range for
USA,
the Reapers.
USA, 1 Queen down, drone going down. Is Nate going to do this? He loses a Reaper though.
Yeah, Speed's about to finish now, and with the Roach one on the way, that was already spotted from Nate here. He's actually going to have... He's on 4 axes. It's almost ideal here for him if he was to face some kind of all-in.
Yeah.
But Bly, this is probably defensive here. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, in the first place.
Yeah, and then eventually he can turn aggressive for sure. But he's going to go for another Queen here, Nate is. He drops his bombs, but doesn't get the best detonations. Brings a bit of the hit points down
Ooh.
of these Zerglings. Nate trying to make these
Can't be going
Reapers
too
work.
far here, otherwise he's going to get surrounded.
Oh.
Bly's going for it.
And Bly gets 1. Bly gets 2.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And that is shut down from Nate. And unfortunately, Nate's Reaper build is not working out too well for him. And now the Roaches are in production. 4 Marines are on the way.
He's going to attack for sure. I mean, knowing Bly.
Yeah.
He
And-
knows that there is only Reapers on the map. If he gets a bunch of Roaches or even Ravagers,
Oh, he's gone for the Queen. He does get a Queen, but he's about to
Oh
lose
my God, these are
every
not going anywhere.
single Reaper. No, 3 get out there, so he only loses 2. That's not too bad. He could have lost absolutely everyone there.
Yeah.
But the follow-up is the big problem now for Nathanius. As Bly has Roaches, he's probably going to make them to Ravages. He's got a lot of gas in the bank to work with, and a big assault from Lings as well. And Bly is coming to slap Nathanius down to take map number 1 in this best of 7.
even left a few links back at home here, ready for those Reapers, knowing that some kind of counterattack was possible. Gets the surround here. Bly here, very nicely done, catches a few of those units. What does Nate start? He starts a tech lab on his factory. He wants to get tanks. I think Widow Mines would have been a lot better here, no? Like Widow Mines out of the one factory. Like he needs to get units ASAP. There is like a ton of
Yeah.
links and roaches that are gonna hit him in a sec.
Well, I feel like the Widow Mine, you can just send a single Zergling and it'll detonate, and then the rest comes flooding in. With the tank, at least, he can maybe get a Medivac out as well. I mean, Liberator, anything at this point, but
He
there's
needs
not...
bunkers for sure.
I mean, he needs something at this moment as he's about to lose. If those rocks get destroyed, and already Ravager's doing a lot of damage to these Marines on the high ground. Crosshair Bar going down onto the rocks.
Who's there?
It's Bly. He's coming for game
With a lot of
1.
units.
With a lot of units and more on the way as well. And Nate just has absolutely nothing here to defend against this. And he said
pulling
he'd
the
probably
boys.
be the
He's
lamb to the
evacuating.
slaughter, but
He's abandoning ship.
So it looks like it's a force round on this bunker, and Nate is absolutely dead in the water here. There is nothing.
He's still expanding. What is he doing?
He's trying his best to not. He's pretending that there's nothing there, but in reality, everything is there. And Bly delivers a brutal, brutal blow to Nathanius and makes that a very fast 1-0.
A 5 minutes 56 game, Apollo.
A fast one, as they do in France. Volley! Map number 1 goes
A good
to
warm-up
the
for
Ukraine.
Bly.
Yeah.
Didn't really reveal anything for his future Protoss opponents.
Yeah.
Remember, Puck and State are still available here to play for the US of A.
Yeah, but he does win on his server. Now, Bly must go over, and to keep the nations balanced, we switch server, switch. And now we go over to the North American server. So it'll take us a couple of extra minutes to also get the player decided who's coming out next, and then also to switch server.
The sacrificial lamb, the sacrificial
The sacrificial
kappa.
lamb is gone. The sacrificial kappa is down. But now what does the sacrificial kappa choose to play with? Is it going to be Puck? Is it going to be State? State has already delivered a lot of wins for the US today.
Yeah.
Puck has not shown anything. Which way is Nate going to go?
Isn't Puck living in US East? I think if that's the case, he can play on Europe. So it might be better for State to go now that he's
And then
surely
use
going to
Puck
be
later.
in North American server. I
But
think
then when Puck goes over to the Europe server,
yeah, but then Puck leaves US East. He
Yeah.
has a much better ping than people in US West on Europe.
yeah,
Or somebody in Korea.
That makes sense.
Like somebody in Korea is like almost out of the question to play on Europe. I'm pretty sure it's going to be State.
Yeah,
Makes a lot of sense
We'll
like
find out
this.
very shortly. Here are the 3 players once again, by the way.
Favorite victim, Desro, for State. Could come into play later. Canada is in this tournament.
They play tomorrow.
Tielo wants his revenge against Desro. I heard.
Nate's favorite victim is Pooh.
And his nemesis Bales.
Nemesis is Bales. So we'll see. So Nate now
You
gets
can tell
to
he's
talk
played
with
in
his
a lot of
boards.
tournaments, hasn't he? Kappa HD.
So Nate now gets to choose. Bly continues to play through in an all-kill format and will continue to play until he gets beaten up and has his teammates, which are Demaga and Cass, which we saw a little earlier today. Demaga looked the better of the two, as Cass looked a little bit shaky, a little bit.
What's going on with Cass? He never stopped playing, but like it seems like he got worse at some point. He's really not doing that well.
Yeah. I wonder how much he's put into Legacy of the Void. And the next player, I missed the countdown, but it is Puck. Plays, not State.
Yeah, Puck against Bly. That's a really cool matchup. Puck was very confident. I talked about how he's always been a Zerg killer, and now it's going to be another good time here to try and prove it on Legacy of the Void this time, because Puck, he was very much so a Zerg killer on Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm, but now things are different. Lurkers can be really tough to face against Ravagers. The matchup has changed so much.
Yeah, and I think that's something that's really cool to see now, especially in this kind of international tournament, is in the start of any new game, everyone's trying to race to figure out the exact build and the exact unit composition and how to get to it. And in the start of the game, especially with 3 servers, they all kind of go off in their own direction to eventually meet again at the end. So I'm wondering here what Puck's going to show, which maybe Bly doesn't quite have his head around or played against or knows a lot, because obviously Bly plays in Europe and Puck in America.
The thing is, Bly is such a different style than most Zergs, that even if you're well practiced against Zerg and you have good builds and all that, he doesn't necessarily come into play against him. He's just got this very unique style that can make it very difficult to play against somebody like him. So we'll see if the adjustments can be made here from Puck if he were to face something different. And we're going to be playing on Runes of Siras. That's like one of the only maps that is easier to translate.
It's the green one. Can you just check?
Let me pull it up. Yes, it is.
The whirlwind.
We saw a lot of close position actually on this 4-players map. It feels like today.
Yeah.
It's time for a cross map, man. I'm feeling it.
I'm trying to build this.
Cross map, longer game. Most of the games, it seems in Legacy of the Void, definitely end faster. Maybe that's because of the clock. That's different.
Yeah. It is, and also
like you start.
It's just a lot of
you start later in the game as well with 12.
You start
workers.
later in the game. The clock is faster, and there's a lot of aggressive plays overall. I think those 3 kind of bring it down quite a bit, Todd. So it's going to be Puck versus Bly. We're moments away from starting this. We're just waiting to jump over server. So thank you very much for tuning in, everyone, to NationWars 3 Qualification Day numero 1.
It's going to be a cool map to see these two play on. I really hope. I think that if it's cross map, it's going to be much harder for Bly to go for any kind of aggressive build that's not going to be including a Nidus, just because the rush distance is going to be much further. So we'll see where they
Do you
end
think
up.
we're going to see? There's a couple of different styles going around, but a lot of them revolve around the Disruptor. You think that's probably what we'll see from Puck? Like Adept, Stalker,
Yeah, like
Sentry,
Puck.
eventually Disruptor.
In Heart of the Storm or even Wings of Liberty, he always seemed like one of those very Blinkstalker, Sentry-heavy Protosses that knew very well how and when to add Colossus and use it, be it for defense or attack. So his style against Zerg here in Legacy of the Void, I've watched his stream a little bit here and there, but I really feel like a good way he could play and like transfer those skills to Legacy of the Void would be to simply play with a lot of Blinkstalkers and add Disruptor. Maybe on like even double Robo.
Yeah, that sounds
Maybe
like
mix
Puck.
in a bunch of Adepts with the upgrade as well to attack faster and do some extra damage. Could be good as well. But if he were to face Lurker, the thing is, the main worry I feel right now of Protoss against Zerg is first Ravager and then later down the line, a lot of Lurkers. That's very hard to deal with. But Bly isn't really one of the Zergs that makes a lot of drones, takes a lot of bases and masses Lurkers in defense. He's an aggressive Zerg, so that could play right into Puck's hand. But also could be very dangerous for him.
So you just, I imagine that Bly will probably play the same here. So this is an interesting one. I really don't know which way this is going to go. I really don't know which is going to go. Look at you on Twitter, man. In between games.
Easy.
When you cast these tournaments, do you feel like the competitive side within you comes out a little bit and you wish you could be playing yourself?
Yeah, I think it'd be fun, but I'd be pretty damn bad compared to pro players. But if
Yeah,
I had to
but-
play somebody like Nathanias, sure, like I'd take my win for sure.
Yeah? Could you beat Nathanias if you were in
Please.
NationWars as well? I heard that Roddy keeps dodging you too.
Don't ask stupid questions. Yeah, I heard you keep dodging Funka.
I'm actually in good condition now. I can play him. I played a lot.
Funka, are you watching? Because you
I
realize
need
he's gonna call right away, right?
I need a keyboard though. I have a mouse. I got my mouse. I need a keyboard though. I can play now.
You just made a grave mistake. You say
No,
this
I
on
can
there,
play.
mate.
There's a couple of Liberator things that I haven't quite figured out how to defend yet, so don't use that against me, Funker, and we'll be good.
You just say it to him.
Then I'm ready to play against you. All
Let's
right,
see Puck.
what's wrong with Puck? Why is he not joining?
I don't know.
Can we ban him? Can we warn him?
Oh, he's gonna play with purple in classic Puck fashion.
Can we warn Puck?
What?
Funker, can we give him an official warning?
Please. What is his stats? What?
What?
He's rank 1 on NA with 100 wins and 9 losses. It's his territory, baby!
Oh man, Bly is dead.
Oh my god, 100 wins and 9 losses.
That's a great record.
That is so sick.
That's a fantastic record.
Where is his
100
statistics? I want to
wins.
see his statistics against Zerg.
And 9 losses. How do you see stat? Oh yeah.
Protoss against Zerg,
Yeah.
90%. Well, to be honest, with these
45
stats...
wins and 5 losses.
Oh, that's
against
his,
Zerg.
yeah, that's his weakest, but the other two is 92 and 95%.
All right, game number 2 is now ready. America versus Ukraine in a battle in the best of 7 to decide which country will represent in the NationWars 3 main tournament.
All right, I want to carry this intro.
I can't do Colaris.
I don't care, do it.
I'm just going to do a generic English one. You won't tell the difference anyway.
No. Do a
All
carry
right,
intro, mate.
here we are.
Come
Up
on.
here to the top left-hand side. Spawning in as the red Zerg player representing the UK. Rain, it's Bly. I wanted to make sure
I
we
really
had
want some special
representation in
intros
here.
out of you, Sean.
Nah, I can't do special. You do
No,
it.
okay, give me a Maynard intro.
No,
You are gonna shout.
I wasn't. No, you do one, man. You like the intro so much.
Yeah,
You
but I can't do
one.
impressions very well.
Neither can I.
All right, starting bottom right-hand side here of Runes of Ceres, playing as the blue Protoss. It is, of course, Puck.
Sick. Really good.
Generic, standard,
Super
bad.
cool. Super cool. I'll take a
Looks like he
picture of
might
this
just
guy
want to
from
go
the
for a
back.
Nexus first. Taking it easy here. Even against Bly, I mean, it's Legacy of the Void, Zergling rushing. It's going to be a lot trickier here. You can't go pull 6, you can't go pull 8, because you start with quite a few more drones here than in Heart of the Swarm. So Even though it's actually on this map, it's a pretty wide ramp down the natural. But since Mothership Core and Photon Overcharge work so differently, you can wall off just up your main ramp. And then later down the line, get some pylons that you're natural to defend with. It's going to be still decently easy to defend. By the way, I told you I was filling the cross map. Guess what? It's cross map.
It is? Oh, it is. I just took an epic picture.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Epic
Flags
NationWars.
held by that statue of the Marine that we have
I just
here.
got to tweet this and then I'm good to cast.
All right. I'll keep talking.
I'm taking a break.
Bly just going for
Oh,
hatchery
gaming.
and pull,
Yeah.
double hatch
Okay.
as well. Going to be
And
expanding quite a bit.
W3.
Out of Bly, you always expect some kind of 2-base for longer play than against most Zergs. A lot of time, a lot of timings, all-ins,
Okay, I'm back.
just kind of attacks. So if Bly ever was to make quite a few drones and play greedy, that's when I think he'd really catch people off guard. But he very rarely does it, just because he loves to play so aggressive.
I
Puck
wonder
with the
what,
second gateway, by the way.
Yeah, second gateway. It looks like we're going to see a very similar build to what we saw State use earlier with the second gateway. And it just either Stalkers or Adepts, whatever he chooses to use here. It was Adepts earlier on. But more interestingly, what is Bly doing? It's kind of a little bit rare to not see any gas taken at all at this stage. At least I haven't seen it and played against it or played with it. But gonna have a little minerals. You can even get another hatchery around the corner. But Bly now on the search for where Puck actually is.
That's so funny. He's going to the wrong location.
Yeah, he's no idea. Big map. Overlords can't find him. Now he is going to go to the right one. It's going to be 2 Adepts into a Twilight Council.
A pretty quick Twilight.
Dark Templar, perhaps? Or is it just straight
Yeah.
over to some kind of ability, Blink, or something for the Adepts?
Yeah, maybe just buffing the Adepts very early on. Maybe Charge. We've seen Charge
Charge?
being really good, but recently was changed. Not supposed to be quite as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling the Adept upgrade here, maybe.
Well, 6 Zerglings coming in, and there's only the Mothership Core at the moment, so Pylon gets
out.
activated. Fantastic.
Get off my
Little
lawn.
opposing overcharge there. Pylon positioning very well. Very well done. 8 more Zerglings on the way. Remember, there is no gas.
It's going to be Blink, actually.
Get
Wow.
anything.
Against all
Oh,
odds.
really?
Puck, maybe going for something like a 6 to 7 gates with a lot of Blink Stalkers.
Well, 2 Adepts are going to get into the mineral line here. A couple of Zerglings chase them down.
He's
1
just gonna
drone
trade
down,
them, yeah.
2 drone down. He's going to try and get as many as possible. He's going to get a 3rd. No, only 2. Didn't
Oh,
focus properly.
And not microing. That Adept even going to die here. And more gateways here being dropped down. It's already the 2 in the main here for Puck. Now 3 are being made in natural. He's getting a robo as well, though. I fully expected to see only gateways and Blink Stalkers being made here. I guess he might want to go for the Warp Prism, just because it's so good to reinforce with. Regular warping takes such a long time to complete, but Warp
Yeah.
Prism warps in so fast
Yeah.
that it's just so much better to go for the Warp Prism anyway.
Okay. Well, Bly's got to try to figure this out. He's got an Overlord inside the main base. Zergling's poking up front now. Remember, Bly's currently leading this best-of-7 series, looking for a second win, which would be putting his country in a hell of a good position. The gateway's now finished up, so is the robotics facility. What's going to come out first? It is going to be the Observer to begin with. Overlord spots the Twilight Council, chrono boosting into Blink, or at least some upgrade. With seeing more Stalkers coming out, you can guess it's going to be Blink.
Bly's actually joining up
Yeah,
quite a
he
bit.
is,
He's
not.
getting a bunch of links right now because he's getting paranoid. But
He's
even
a
his
little-
crew spread is pretty good.
A little bit supply capped here.
Yeah,
Losing an Overlord inside the main
that
base.
was bad.
Decent-ish creep spread. Got to keep pushing that out, but
7 gates up, although. He's going to go for it.
yeah. Warp Prism now on its way as well. And here comes what could be the builds to draw the series up for the US, and what Puck's probably used over and over to get those 40 wins and 5 losses in this
Wow.
matchup on the ladder.
He's even going to drop creep here, Bly, on the 3rd base of Puck. So right now, Bly knows that there's not even a 3rd base attempt. He's only making units. He can fully expect this attack here to come just because he saw that no 3rd base started.
Yeah, he can reposition that spine. He can bring down additional queens.
That
He's-
creep spread is massive. It's just going
Yeah.
to buy him so much time, give him a lot of speed. And now with the Hydra Den on the way, it's going to be great. But getting supply blocked again here for quite a bit, that's really bad. He needs to stop having that happen here, does Bly.
All right, here we go. First couple of Zerglings escorted. This is how Puck is designed to build to get his country back in it, and he's going to push forward onto Creep. He's got the Observer to start to bring this down, but it is so far out. More Spike Rolls on the way. 4 Ravagers are being transformed from these Roaches, with 34 Zerglings to assist in the defense here for the Ukraine. No Hydralists are going to be used. It's going to be pure Zergling, Roach, and also the Ravager. Can he get the Corrosive Bile down? How well are Puck's Blinks going to be? Here we go. Quick poke down. 1 Observer assisting again. 2 Creep Tumors to go down. He's going to look on this left-hand side, but fully Spines are ready. And he's got to blink well. He's so far got a couple on the high ground. Loses 1 Stalker immediately. A full blink of every single unit to the high ground. Not the best efficiency there, but he's going to strike again. But that buys a lot of time for Bly to get more units.
That was not what Puck wanted here. Behind this, Bly is just getting a ton of units here. And he can just let these Spines do the tanking here while he gets more and more Roaches and Ravagers, and he's going to crush this army here, I think, of Puck. Ling even is checking the 3rd base here of Puck. Bly knows that there's still no attempt to a 3rd base. This is a complete all-in here from Puck, and as long as Bly defends, he's going to have won this game here.
Ravagers. Got the Corrosive Bile, got that a little bit extra range. So far haven't hit too many good Corrosive Biles, but you see Puck blinking forward, or not blinking, moving forward, blinking backwards. Takes down a Queen, slowing down the Lava Injects for a little bit. The production for Bly, hopefully that can help, but he's going to look for a move inside the main base perhaps very shortly. The Observer getting into position, and here we go. He tries to hit it with a Corrosive Bile. It's not good enough, and this gives position to jump to the main, and he's got a fantastic hold inside this main base. 2 Spines going to go down rapidly. Hydra's not going to do anything. Corrosive Biles from the low ground do hit a couple of the shields of those Stalkers.
Oh, Bly left a bunch of units down the ramp here to make sure that, in this case, Puck couldn't blink down the ramp and get out, but that means that now there's not enough of that 1 ramp to fight against these Stalkers. Puck can just blink back, keep on trading. He's going to start pulling ahead here and supply more and more.
Yeah, he's trading so efficiently now. He can easily go back
he's
down.
He's threatening to blink down, but didn't go for it quite yet. Now that everything's up there, he can just get out.
He goes down, and the army's not there. The Warp Prism maybe get taken down. It does survive. And Puck repositions back onto the Surge, going to take down these Spines as the units are not in position currently.
The ultimate mobility here is being used by Puck with those Blink Stalkers going up the ramp, down the ramp, trading, blinking back, trading still against these Roaches. Yeah. And Bly's running out of steam and out of units. Puck keeps on reinforcing with more and more Stalkers. He even started the 3rd Nexus in the meantime.
Wonderful play here from Puck. Blinking to the north, blinking to the south, blink to the north and the south.
You did not.
He's going to look to continue this assault because he's getting so much efficiency out of these Stalkers.
And the thing about this kind of all-in is that even if you cannot just barely hold on here as Bly, you're just going to be so far ahead with the 3rd base.
Yeah.
And so far he's been able to hold on. So Puck, he had to start a 3rd base. His main is almost mined out already. He's going for the Lurker then. If he can get a few Lurkers here, I think Bly would be in great position. But right now, he's struggling to even stay alive here in this game.
He's got 3 sentries in that Warp Prism. He's going to head to the ramp now to complete lockout. Puck abusing this map, exploiting the way that the bases are laid out. And there it is. Corrosive Biles can come down to get rid of it. He misses, though. I can't believe he missed it there. Buying himself, just putting himself in a horrible position. He's finally trying to break this down, but it is too late. The main base has been taken out. So is the Lurker Den. 4 Lurkers have been made. But at what cost?
The game.
The game.
Bly is really struggling here to stay in this. He's going to try to move up the ramp. There's still false fails available. He's got a bunch of Lurkers, but I mean, having lost his entire main, he's just in so much trouble. And behind this, Puck's got a 3rd base. He doesn't care. He starts a Robo Bay. He can get Disruptors if he wants to down the line. If he leaves his base, he gets killed, gets eliminated out of the game. If he stays in his base, well, Puck's going to keep on microing back at home and just going to outproduce him completely.
Yeah. Disruptors are going to come into play soon. He finds the Lurkers in a way that you don't want to find Lurkers because he lost a little bit there. 2nd robotics facility going to be added on here for Puck, who's headed towards either Colossus.
Yeah. I was going to say, the only way Puck can throw this away is if he blinks down the ramp, but it might not even matter. He snipes the hatchery and tries to get out here behind these Ravagers. Barely hitting anything here at this point. Puck might just be able to blink out of there.
He takes some losses, but is more than happy to lose some of his units, to take out the main, to take out the 3rd, leaving Ply just on 1 base, having to double expand to get his economy and production back online, whereas Puck is in the driving seat. Got a couple of adepts left over that are going to do some damage into the drone line.
Say hello to my little friends.
And they deal a lot of damage, these little friends, these little blazes, these little lasers.
That's a crazy build for this map. I really like it.
Yeah.
And I really like actually that Puck didn't reveal his move right away. He didn't reveal his hand. He waited until he had a critical mass of Stalker, just threatened the first base in the first place, and then went for the blink up in the main. And at the time, Bly was just wasn't ready. He didn't even react like really badly, did Bly, because you can tell yourself, well, he should have just sent his entire army up the ramp. But yeah, if he had done that, then Puck would have just blinked down with everything. It's just so hard to play against this kind of build on a map like this.
And now the Disruptors are coming in to put the nail in the coffin, as we like to say. And these bad boys are going to blow absolutely everything up here that we see from Bly on the other side. The Roach Ravagers, Zerglings, Hydrals, whatever he has, are going to have a very difficult time. Warp Prism still threatening around, having a look to see where exactly Bly is in this game. But very shortly, Puck's going to move over to the other side and lay the smack down.
Yeah. I mean, lurkers are good, but when you have, 4 lurkers against more Ravagers than there is lurkers, usually you're not doing so great. So, Puck in a moment, I do think that he's about to move across the map to try and put an end here to this game.
And it's exactly as you said too, Stalkers and eventually Disruptors. A powerful combination of units here that suits.
To be honest, he was more
style.
Stalkers than Disruptors in the first place, but yeah, you're going to
eventually got there. Eventually got there.
Yeah.
And here we go. Bly going to have to make a remarkable hold here. Otherwise, he will get knocked away. And it will be 1-1 between these two nations. And Bly will have to wait until the ace match if he's going to be revived to play one more time, which leaves Cass and Demaga. They must play up next. If Bly cannot hold on to this, which is looking very unlikely, unless somehow he can make a miracle happen. And we're about to find out if that's going to be the case. If not, Puck lives to fight on another day to go up against either.
This really feels like
Demaga or
it's
Cass.
also like one of the most important match of this matchup, because if Bly had won here, Ukraine is in just such an insane position here in this game. But now, I mean, with Puck most likely winning this game, it's going to be great for Team USA, because Cass or Demaga here has to come out behind this, and I mean, it's just going to be so tough for either of them to take out Puck. But right now, Puck is struggling to finish it here a little bit. Bly doing a very good job of buying a little bit of time.
Yeah, he's
Can
getting
he buy
some
more time,
Hydralis
though?
out now, and a couple of Zerglings as well. And these Disruptor balls haven't really hit, the ones they'd like to at this point.
He's 120 army supply to 77.
Two Ravagers just get one
Ravage.
shot there. Corrosive Biles trying to do the work.
Oh, the
as they can.
lurkers!
One
of
of
those
them goes
died.
down, and it's just Stalkers at this moment. Puck 60 supply ahead. It's almost mind-boggling to think how he could lose this from this
Yeah,
position,
he
but he's
can't.
going to move forward once again.
If he blows up his own army, he can lose, actually.
And that's true. If he makes a mistake, he's going to launch his balls forward. One to the left, one to the right. Doesn't really get too much. He has a couple more ready to go. Tickles the front of that army, but it's grinding away, chipping away at what's left of the Zerg army. And that's a pretty decent hit there from Puck. And Bly is going in for one last strike, but that is it. That is the blow-up ball. The Disruptor brings the victory, and that is going to be it. And it is GG called. Puck ties up for the US of A, and we are now officially 1-1.
Hashtag Bly on fire. Do we
Hashtag
have
Bly
to
on
say?
fire.
It's almost like mandatory here at this point. Puck with a very solid win here. Big fan of this build.
Yep.
If you play Zerg against me on this map, don't take a third base, because you're going to die to Blink Stalkers.
Just
and I'm
like
gonna do
that.
these builds.
That's a very annoying strategy, which I'm sure we'll see a lot of in the next coming
We
days
thought that
and
State
games.
was going to be sent out, but maybe because it was this map, because again, the map order is already predefined.
Yeah.
And then you pick players as they come out, depending on the maps as well. So maybe Puck saw this map, he's like, I got this.
I got this.
Send me out, coach.
And he did it, and he used those Stalkers as well, which now leaves us in a position where we need to find out who is going to be the next player for the Ukraine. Bly is out, may get revived a little bit later on, but it's now down to his teammates, who unfortunately were not able to deliver a little bit earlier on against Italy. Both Cass and Demaga fell short against the 13-year-old Reina, and will they be able to give a better performance now against tougher, arguably tougher opponents? Maybe apart from Nathanius, but We'll see. As Puck now takes on one of these two, and I'm sure they're having a little bit of a Ukrainian conference to decide which one.
Yeah, it feels like neither of them is a particularly good matchup for Puck because, again, he's so good against Zerg. Dimaga will be having a tough time if he's playing against him, and then Cass, is he really doing that good right now against Protoss?
Yeah.
To be honest, Cass might be a better pick because in the past, Puck has not always had the easiest of times against Terran. So I think if Cass were to come out and then plays like a very good game, I think he'd definitely be able to do well. But
Yeah.
it really comes down to his performance and how he's feeling tonight. And in his previous match, he really didn't look good at all.
And they know that whoever's next after State, they have to play Puck. Have to play State, sorry. Whoever's after Puck has to play State. So that will be a consideration if one of these were to lose. Who wants to take on State? Well, we'll find out very, very shortly, as we do also need to hop over back to the European server. So we've had the Europeans win on the European server, Americans win on the American server, now back over to the European server, and it's tied apiece. And which way is this going to happen? Is the US going to keep the momentum where they can take another game? I'm looking out for the countdown because I've missed it about 4 or 5 times today. And I don't want to miss it again.
Why is it patching?
Why are you patching? It's okay, it's finished. There's like a balance update.
There's like
in
a
the middle.
secret.
It's like Blink Stalker upgrade removed. He's like, no, what? I can't continue to play.
That would be bad. That would be a sad day. I wouldn't be happy.
It's okay. You can use other units. Oh wait, Protoss can't. Never mind. Waiting on this countdown. Do you like my little mustache I'm trying to grow?
It's awful.
Really, that's what I've heard a lot, actually.
To be honest, this camera doesn't make us look good, I think. Like, I look like my skin's really bad, but it's not actually that bad, I think.
It might have something to do that.
You look very sweaty. Like you are alone
sweaty.
at home with like a tissue box or something, and you're hanging out.
Wow. That's pretty graphic. Okay, countdown. 12, 11, 10,
Oh, there.
9. Is it gonna be Cass? Is it gonna be Dimaga?
I think Cass.
Dimaga.
All right.
Dimaga must take on Puck.
On this map.
On this map, we are gonna go to a quick break though before we go into this next map. It is gonna be Dimaga taking on Puck when we return.
Hello again, boys, and welcome back to NationWars 3. First day of qualifiers, last best of 7. We're tied up 1-1 between Ukraine and USA.
I can feel the hype. Well, what have you been doing?
Drinking a lot of Red
Is your
Bull.
girlfriend getting you hyped up over there?
She
So she's
always
here.
is. She
Yeah.
always is. Every time I see her, I'm like, let's get hype. You know, let's get some Starcraft too.
That's what she
actually
tells you. That's not what you tell her. I bet.
That's actually how I got her. While
you
casting Starcraft
got
2.
her.
Yeah, I got her. While casting Starcraft 2, she was like, who's this guy who's talking about Starcraft and looks amazing while doing it? That was me.
I can't
That's
wait
right,
until
people.
like we go off here and she slaps you in the face.
No, she's actually going to be agreeing with me.
Yeah?
No, yeah,
Alright.
that's the whole story. I met her at O Gaming while casting NationWars 2, actually. Mexico
Okay.
versus Canada. I remember it.
All right.
It was an amazing game. It was an amazing best of 7. If you guys didn't see it, I recommend you go watch the VODs. But for now, we still have some game start.
Absolutely. Let's jump here into this map. We're on. I looked it up actually just for you guys because the game's in French right now. We're on Dusk Towers.
Task Towers.
And take it away, Funka.
Oh my god. Here, spawning in the top position of Dusk Tower. Todd is touching me while I do the intro. What's going on? Playing for Ukraine and the Zerg race in red. It is Dimaga.
Wow, QXC would be proud.
Hey, he was actually really good at intros.
Yeah,
I remember
was
that.
insane. Well, he just shouted though.
Yes, he did.
Maynard's better at chatting.
And in the bottom, as the blue Protoss representing the United States of America, it's not Mellow, it is Puck. Le Puckerino.
El Puck.
El Puckerino.
Going for another Nexus first here. I love the the description of this map on the Battle.net website.
What does it
Dust
say?
Towers is a straightforward map focused on macro. Expanding becomes organic as you play through the map, which will lead to bigger and better battles. Here before he goes 7-gate blinking.
You know what? 4 bases, screw that. I'm gonna go Blink Stalker all in all over again. Actually, that kind of makes sense on the previous map, in my opinion. It seems like a really great map to do that build on.
You know, actually, I talked about how Bly, in a third base situation, in a macro game situation, not necessarily will be the best of players. I feel like that fits Dimaga a lot more. Legacy of the Void, as an ex-Brood War guy, as a guy who was at the top of Wings of Liberty, did very well in Heart of the Swarm as well. Dimaga, I really feel like he has a huge potential on Legacy of the Void. And he's a speed player who's very good at macro, very good at defending all-ins. On 5, 6, even more bases, he's going to be very comfortable. So in this case, playing against somebody like Puck, I really feel like stylistically, he's going to have a better shot than his previous Zerg.
Bly.
Yeah.
I
Because, I mean, I might live to regret this. Maybe he's just going to get crushed in like 3 minutes. But it's definitely possible that Dimaga, you know, like just builds up a good drone count, reaches lurkers, and then just like deals a lot of pain to Puck and beats him.
Yeah, I can see that happen. I mean, I've always been a fan of Dimaga. I think he's a really talented player, and he has a.
I mean, he's one of the
tremendous
nicest
experience.
players.
And that's what I was about to say. He's one of the nicest guys you will ever meet while doing this. Oh my God!
It's that probe again.
Puck,
The Ninja probe
Ninja probe.
up on the ramp.
Okay.
Across the map.
I think it's been seen.
That's the one probe that spotted everything earlier
No, Dimaga.
when
Actually,
States played.
Yep. You know, he actually learned from what he's seen in the game before. That's actually really good for Dimaga. That was one of the situation you could argue, like, will you throw Zerg at Puck again when he actually beat Bly, who is arguably the best player in the Ukrainian lineup? But still, you get to learn a lot from the way Puck plays, and the fact that he scouted that probe is actually totally what I'm getting at. It's just you can make some tiny changes because of what you've seen before.
That's a really fast third here, by the way,
my
from
God.
Puck. Even before his natural base was fully saturated, so he's gonna want to rush that in. I mean, it's typical of him. If this were Heart of the Swarm, he'd be going for Blink +2, massing Stalkers and Sentries, but it's Legacy of the Void, boys. And force fields are not nearly as good as they used to be because Ravagers are there, Lurkers are there as well. They can be a pain to deal with. Colossus, not quite as strong as in Heart of the Swarm. Disruptors, they can be pretty good. They're very hard to control. And if there is a lot of Lurkers, I mean, you can try to demine the field as much as you want. You're still not killing the Zerg while you're doing that. So a lot of Protosses, they opt to play with a lot of Adepts, War Prisms, some harassment and some kind of push before any kind of Lurkers come into play to make sure that they can make a difference before. But in this case, we see Blink starting here pretty early once again from Puck, even though he went for a quick third.
It's interesting because right now he's going into a really fast third base, as you said, and I would have expected him to actually go triple chrono on all Nexuses, so he can actually go into a full economy on 3 bases.
Yeah.
For now, he's actually chrono boosting the Blink upgrade, and by the amount of gates that he's adding on right now. Is that a fake? Is that a fake third base? He's not building it. He's not building probes 3 out of 3. He's just building 1 right now, and he did that all in front of that overload. Like that overload scene, that Nexus getting blended out really early.
Yeah, with 7 gateways here. Actually, that's even 8. I think Puck is definitely gonna want to be pretty aggressive. He's got that probe, that one probe. Oh my God! Like it's do something about it. It's always there. And it's not even like there is a robo here for War Prism. There is no robo that ever started. It starts only now for Puck.
And now he's taking double gas on the third base.
Oh, that Crypt Tumor being sniped by the Adepts that are going to be trying to get away here.
There will be.
I mean, they will die after if they do because they were on creep. Oh! Step out of vision here for a second. Dimaga wasn't paying attention.
Okay, those Adepts are going to be alive for now. And that probe, that Ninja probe, is eventually going to fall.
Dimaga is only making roaches right now. Yes. So I think he's expecting some kind of attack or even might go into some of his own attack. He's going to start on morphing in Ravagers here and starts a lot of links as well. So I think in a second he's about to move across the map to try and kill Puck because Blink Stalkers, they are good. Sentries, they can help. But it's not Heart of the Swarm anymore. Legacy of the Void is much harder here to deal with this kind of Roach, Ling, and in this case, Ravagers. They just had so much to this. Even if you had a lot of force fields, they will break them. And if you don't have force fields, well, Roaches will be getting up close and wrecking you. So Dimaga, he's about to go for a very strong timing here. He's been hitting every single inject perfectly here.
Yeah.
Right now, the army supply is just massively in his favor. 83 to 43.
I'm actually liking the Dimaga's position right now. He's taking a fourth. I don't really know what to make of it, but still, we're gonna have an attack. I don't see Dimaga just building that amount of units and not going with it. And if Puck actually
Can even catch this.
If he screws it up, if he blinks all his Blink Stalkers and then the Ling get a wraparound, he's gonna get like
Dimaga is so good at this as well. He's gonna get a false around here. He's gonna snipe quite a few of those Stalkers before they can blink again.
Okay, 2 Stalkers might fall. The Zerglings are really up close. Those 2 Stalkers are gonna fall. Does he have any pylons to defend? Okay, 3 pylons. That's
Not
gonna
many.
help. Does he have a Mothership Core? Yes, he does. Double photon overcharge, pylon overcharge, I would say. Oh, the amount of Ravagers done.
Yeah,
He's striking every single pylon.
It's pretty crazy.
What?
That Robo is gonna fall so rapidly. All the pylons are dying here as well. More photon overcharge. He needs to help here, Puck, but the Stalkers are not doing that much. Dimaga really getting in there and wrecking everything that's on his path. More and more links being produced as well. He's doing it.
Oh my God.
Puck just can't hold here.
Yeah,
He
Puck has to
recalls into
recall.
his main, but that means no third base against a 4 base. He even starts a Cyber Core. He knows that the one up his ramp might be dying, but that's actually not even the case just yet.
What a timing by Dimaga, right? That's a really good timing to hit. Like a lot of links, a lot of Ravagers. That did amazingly well.
If you're facing any decent amount of Ravagers and you don't have Disruptor, you're gonna lose. That's
Okay.
my experience against Zerg, and I mean that's Puck's experience as well here. That we're witnessing here firsthand because you can't kill Ravagers without Disruptor. And now Puck starts getting a little bit desperate. He actually does a cute move. He takes the gold base on this one base where there is a bunch of debris that you need to clear out to go into. So if Dimaga didn't realize, then he's not going to be able to do anything about it, and then this could greatly come into play. But there is an overload on the path between the main and that gold base, so it could spot maybe the War Prism down the line, and he would realize then. But behind this, I mean, Spire.
In general, like that's how I feel about Legacy of the Void in general. You can hit amazing timings if you just you take out the upgrade side of things, because as we can see, Dimaga doesn't have any upgrades. He doesn't have upgrades for his links, doesn't have upgrades for his
doesn't need
either.
them, I
He
think,
doesn't need them.
Yeah.
He builds a shit ton of units and just crushes the third base. That is a really sick build, and now he's transitioning really well.
Yeah,
Spore,
wow,
Spine,
actually.
Hydra Den.
Dimaga, without even seeing the Dark Shrine, he realizes, hey, my opponent is on 2 bases. What do Protosses do when they get really desperate? A Dark Shrine. So he gets 1 Spore and 1 Spine on his natural, and he's doing the same thing here on this. I mean, he's getting some static defense a little bit everywhere just to make sure he doesn't die to this. He's a lot of probes who are recalled into the island here. That's a really cool move by Puck. I feel like this is his only chance. If Dimaga doesn't spot that gold base that was taken, and this comes into play for a very long time, then maybe Puck can come back in this game and win.
Yeah,
because he's getting disruptors now.
His income is increasing so fast right now, thanks to that recall on the island. We can see it right now. Actually, Puck is outmining Dimaga, even though Dimaga is on 5 bases. So that's a pretty amazing feat. But as we can see, 6 more lurkers, Hydra, upgrade for flyer
Oh, the
attack.
disruptor
What?
blows up a bunch of Ravagers.
And then goes back to the Warp Prism. Cute
Funka,
move.
you need to coach your mini Funka a little bit better.
He's gonna be
That
alright.
was missed here.
He's gonna be alright. He's been observing quite a lot. I can relate to that. Those DTs, can they do anything? As you said, spines and spores
can get
everywhere.
killed and do nothing.
Even overseers.
Oh, he let
them leave.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think he cares. He has like spines and spores in every base.
Dimaga is a merciful god.
He's a genius. He's moving across the map here right now with a lot of lurkers. That
How can
base
you
is going to be
defend that?
busted into. The Lynx come in first. They're going to force a bunch of force fields, and it's going to be really awkward for the disruptors
Puck is
to get
gonna
good
get
detonations. Oh my god,
Oh
and with the
dear God.
lurkers
That
already
amount.
burrowing there. There is no recall available here to make it out.
Okay, one more disruptor comes from the Warp Prism. That's a decent detonation. That's not what he needs. He's gonna storm into the base, the main
Oh
base.
my God, the
okay, another
disruptor.
one. Oh, that was a really good position. Oh my god.
Wow, that's actually some massive detonations here.
Yep.
He's going to evacuate.
I think it's not gonna be enough, man. There's too many lurkers. He's getting sieged by every single possible
The thing
unit.
is, even... oh, what are you doing, Puck? He's sacrificing some of his Disruptor. What are you doing? Pull back. He's still got the gold base, and he sniped the 5th of Dimaga, so it's essentially 3 bases against 4. If he can slowly clear out all of these lurkers and then retakes that base, Puck's gonna be okay. But behind this, we've got Mutas now being produced here.
That's a really smart transition, I think.
When you know that your opponent's gonna be massing Disruptor, you do that Muta transition. I mean, that gold base needs to be found. That's the thing here about Dimaga. He can't let that go on forever.
At some point, Puck just showed a stalker from that island, and I thought that Dimaga would, it would click in his mind that the gold has been taken, but he didn't see it yet. Can we see the unit counting station? I want to see how many mutas there is already on the battlefield. Okay, 8 mutas, and there's soon to be 18. I don't think that with 12 stalkers, with that bad of an upgrade, just plus
oh my God.
2.
That Disruptor macro is so sick.
Yeah, he's
Puck is just sending them in, clearing up lurkers, pulling back every single time. He's catching up in supply very nicely. Oh, that base. Okay. Dimaga saw it. Oh, here we go. That's what he needed for a long time.
Okay. He's going to be warping in 3 more stalkers on that island. He needs to defend that so bad. Puck, if he loses that, it's going to be so... Whoa, that's a good detonation. On the side, on the third base of...
and Photon Overcharge is going to buy him a lot of time here, actually, with all of these finals that were already at that gold base. Puck is still holding on. If he can hold on a little bit longer, if he can catch up in supply, he would be in a great position here. Again, Dimaga, he's mined out in his main, his natural's kind of running out of minerals. Oh, the Mothership Core!
Ooh, can he get it?
Actually, that's useless to kill it now, because he's out of energy.
Exactly.
He should even kill his own and remake it.
Yeah, because you get 50 energy instantly, and you get 2 more Photon Overcharge.
The Disruptors!
Oh, he's gonna try to come out of the base.
Oh, the Mutas are dying.
Yes, that's a pretty bad micro mistake here. 5 more Stalkers on the gold, but can he break it? I think he can break the island, and if he does, there's no more income left for Puck.
Puck might just go all in with the amount of Disruptors and Stalkers that he's got here. With his main being mined out, he's taking every single unit that he's got, moving across the map here. Yeah, that Mothership Core won't help much here. Those Mutas might have to actually fly back. Dimaga getting as many units as he can. He knows that if he holds this attack here, he's gonna have won the game. This is all in here for Puck. He's even pulling the boys. He's pulling the probes.
He's pulling the probies. Puck trying everything he has to actually, try to get to win this game. He's such in a bad position right now, but he's got so many Disruptors. Let's see the detonations right there. Okay.
Yeah, they do some decent job. Maybe if he waits, actually, he doesn't need to rush in. He can just keep on blowing stuff up and escorting Disruptors with the Stalkers that he's got. The Mutas are flying back. They're going to be going straight for the Disruptors. He knows that if he kills this, the Lurkers will take care of the rest.
Okay, I think Dimaga's done it, boys. I think Dimaga's done it. Puck is getting pushed back. He only has 1 Disruptor left. It's dead. And now only Stalkers against Hydra, Lockers, and Mutalisk. It's not going to go well for Puck. 123 supply against 48. Dimaga is going to put Ukraine in a really good, really favorable position, winning 2-1 against USA.
Yeah,
Dimaga still got it, man. He still got it, GG!
Wow, Dimaga coming out with the swings here, not pulling any punch and taking out Puck. A PvZ specialist here on that map. Didn't do nearly as well as on the previous map, up against Bly. A really nice win here.
A really, really nice win, and a really important one too. I think you got invited into the wrong game, because we're actually switching servers. It's like a random guy that just invites you to do a knock-on mode. Like,
I'm so slow to get into lobbies that I just blindly accepted.
It's like, okay, let's go into that game. Okay, that's a knock-on game with
good
the bronze
pickup. That's
player.
why you're the best observer, because that was literally like 1 second, then I alt-tabbed.
State is going to be obviously the next player, because he's the only one left in the American lineup. Do you think State is going to do better against Dimaga than Puck did?
Maybe stylistically he will be a better matchup, but Dimaga, he's a scary Zerg, I think, in this game against Protoss. You know, I talked about it in the start. If he's able to go up to 3-4 bases and you don't attack him, you don't apply a lot of pressure to him, he's going to be the one setting the pace for the game. And when Dimaga does that, then he's going to have a bunch of units, no matter what they are, Mutas, anything, on your side of the map harassing you while he keeps on macroing flawlessly. So it's just so difficult with, I guess, to deal with this kind of style of Zerg. And in this case, he got away with it very comfortably.
Yeah. I'm really happy to see Dimaga perform. Every time he wins a game, I feel happiness inside. Every time, It's a great feeling to have when you actually watch a guy like Dimaga, so friendly and so happy in general. It's it contaminates you in a way, even though contaminate is not the proper word. You know what I mean?
Infectious.
It's infectious. It's an infectious feeling of happiness. While we have a couple of moments before the next game is getting set up, we are actually switching servers, so everybody plays in proper conditions. We can talk to you about the games that we're going to have tomorrow, because tomorrow is still the qualifiers for NationWars. We're going to have one team today, either Ukraine or USA, joining up with the 12 invited and seeded teams in the tournament. But tomorrow, we got another bracket of qualifiers. Canada, Belgium, as our first match, and then Brazil versus Switzerland. That might be some cool games too. Like the Belgian lineup is not that bad. Like actually, I watched the players that were in.
No, like they're all like pretty good teams, I think.
Yes, and what about
every team
Canada?
has like players that we know. Canada, they have three very well-known players in Huck, Scarlett, and Desro, and then Brazil. Kelazur is pretty well known now, a WCS player as well. Switzerland, I think maybe most people won't necessarily know their players, but us as Frenchies, we see them play a lot in O-Gaming's underdogs, some of them, or even just like in tournaments, around Europe. So we'll know them a little bit more, I guess, and tell you guys what's what and who's
and even
good,
Penguin.
what to expect.
Maybe you guys know him as the manager for My Insanity, for instance, who is actually from Switzerland and got voted in. So
not just excellent at fetching water for the My Insanity players at tournaments, also can play some Starcraft. No, I'm joking, of course. He's got all right.
I've never seen him play,
Grandmaster. What?
I've never seen him play.
I know he was Grandmaster in Heart of the Swarm.
Okay. That's
So maybe he's like
good.
the Nathanias of Switzerland.
Oh, interesting. And you might know him. I think he was doing the.
I really
Challenger
hope
games.
nobody takes me very seriously when I make these jokes.
Don't
I feel
worry.
like-
I think every time you see O Gaming at the beginning of a stream, you don't take anything seriously, or else you just go mental at some point. So, as you know, we're waiting for State versus Dimaga, switching servers as we speak. So it takes a little bit of time, but I think that first day went really well. I'm really happy about how it went.
The start was
The start was a little
slow.
bit rocky. Let's be honest.
Yeah, your casting also got better.
Yes.
Like at first you didn't dare screaming too much, but then you went full QXC. I'm wondering how your voice is gonna hold up over the course of these 4 days.
I do that all the time.
Yeah?
Usually. Yeah. So
It must really be all the smoke and drinks
yes, that helps a lot.
that you share in
Helps
common
a
with
lot.
Tasteless.
Yes.
That's why you two guys are the best. You need to work on your GG though.
GG. Okay, so the asset you see right now is the way the seeds are gonna be drawn in the next group stage. Seed 1 is obviously Norway, double champion, still in place. They won NationWars 1 and 2. Mexico was the runner-up for NationWars 2. Korea, obviously, we don't really have to explain why they are seed 1, but still, they were part of a show match in NationWars 2 between the winners of NationWars 2 and Korea. Korea won, so they actually are seed 1.
And then France, we don't need to explain why. This is O-Gaming, we're in France. No, actually France did pretty well last time.
Yeah, NationWars 2, they were third place finisher, so that's the way the seeds are being done. Seed 2 is China, Taiwan, Germany, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, Netherlands, and Poland. Those teams have been selected thanks to their WCS rankings.
Yeah.
Every single player, Chinese player, actually makes it for the Chinese pool of points for WCS. And those best nations have been selected like this. And obviously, the third seed, are going to be our 4 qualified countries today.
It's crazy, actually. There could be a group of death with like Korea from seed 1, and then Germany. And somebody else from like seed 2, and then maybe like Canada. If they were to qualify. If they were to qualify
Or
tomorrow.
Ukraine.
They play tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward for it. I mean, the round of 16 group stage is going to be amazing, but enough of that right now. We filled up the amount of time so we can get this game going. In the top left, we are on Lerilac something. I don't know what it's called in English. It's called Crête de Lerilac for Ukraine. is Zerg, and his amazing is Dimaga. And in bottom right, that says USA, but he's been living in Korea for quite a long time, but still, he breezes liberty in general, is states.
Spreading freedom through lasers and warpins.
Good
That's how you know you win at life.
I love it.
Going for Nexus first here on this map where there is such a wide ramp on the natural and actually 2 ramps
Yeah.
to cover. That's like going Nexus first on Aquilon Waste against Bly when he's having a bad day. That's about as risky.
I agree.
But in this case, the opponent is Dimaga, a lot less prone to cheesing than most Zergs, like Bly for example.
Can Dimaga make it? He already shown really great skills and build orders and timings in PvZ, ZVP. Can he do it in against a different opponent? Because as we said, and you mentioned it twice already, stylistically, we're not facing the same player, not at all. Puck is a little bit of the aggressive side, maybe on the cheesy side, kinda general. He was prone to do like 2 base all-ins in PvZ quite a lot in Heart of the Swarm, from what I've seen. I think Puck is more of a defensive, macro-oriented player. Would you agree?
Yeah, you said Puck though first. I think you mentioned.
Oh yeah, sorry, State.
Yeah. States, I talked about how his builds might be a little bit repetitive and Zergs might pick up on it. So here is going to be a good time to find out if he's still going for the same stuff. Like now, if he goes for double adept, which he will no matter what, into something like a Stargates, this has already been seen before. So Dimaga can already have a very clear idea of what's coming. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Stargate here. So he's going for the same thing. Dimaga already saw this earlier. He had a long time to think about what he was going to do if he were to face States. If the defense is good here, if Dimaga doesn't take economic damage against the Adept, if he has Spores on time against the Oracle that I'm sure we're going to see here from Puck, he's going to be in great position.
From State. You
What?
said Puck. From State.
You infected me, man.
I'm sorry. That's entirely my fault. I shouldn't have said anything. I didn't want the viewers to be confused. That's okay. But yeah, it's looking like the same exact build. And is that something you want to do once again against a guy that has that much experience as Dimaga? I mean, he knows how to play really high risk, high pressure situations, and for sure, Dimaga picked up on it, right?
Absolutely. So far, the defense has been good, by the way. Like no kills from these Adepts.
Those
which are going to go into the main here. The Queen's doing quite a bit of damage to them. If Dimaga loses no drones here, it's going to be great.
Wow,
Gets a full surround. I
dead.
mean, these are going to die from the Queen.
Literally no damage.
Literally. And behind this, though, the Oracle's on the way. We have no Spore that started just yet. That's at least usually 8 drones killed most of the time.
Dima.
Does he start a Spore? Rotron's on the way.
Okay, once again, Adepts on the third base. Trying to get some kills out of this move, but it's not working. But still, the Queen is following.
Oh, the Queen's so far out of position, actually.
That is really good for
not going to be able to help those drones properly.
Build 4 Spores. You can make it. And then those Adepts are actually wasting some shots on a Queen. If they would be microed a little bit better, they could be killing drones right now.
Yeah, they're going to die as well. Is this enough here? 7 drones. Dimaga is actually he's behind in walkers. He's getting roaches here behind. He should have just been droning hard.
Yep.
So far, from State, we don't see any kind of third base coming up. I know he's sending the probe now. Okay, so he's going to be taking it here. Only staying on 3 gateways, dropping down the Robo, getting an Immortal, and now Twilight Council is on the way.
State is in a pretty good position right now. I mean, he has 7 more probes than his opponent. He just did
The Zerg is still alive.
He is.
So Dimaga is in a great position.
Of course. I can see why. I also have faith in a good old Dima. But still, you gotta look at it. Third base is coming up. You've got the Twilight Council. Oh, he switched.
Yeah.
Between the Adept upgrade and the Blink.
Yeah, and State changing his mind here a little bit. Wants to go for Blink Stalkers rather than massing on a lot of Adepts. Going for the Robo Bay pretty early here as well, so might just be going for Blink Stalkers plus Disruptors here. Fully knowing that he might have to face Ravagers plus Lurkers down the line.
Really great positioning.
Lair
by the
didn't
Oracle.
start yet.
Is he gonna all in? Like Roach Link?
I don't... maybe?
That would be really weird.
Yeah,
On
that's...
such a huge map,
on 48 drones.
maybe
only units.
Link Ravager.
Hey, he's making only units.
Si,
Imaga going full blood here.
Saccageur in French. Le
Please.
saccageur.
Please don't.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
Before I saccage your house.
Okay, so guys, I think Dimaga flipped the switch, the aggressive switch, as who would say that actually?
I'm not sure State knows.
State knows nothing.
He's Jon Snow
He's
at this
Jon
point,
Snow
literally.
already. Can he make it work? That seems rather
Yeah,
difficult.
he's got so many Ravagers and Roaches and Zerglings. It's only 3 Immortals and a few Sentries. Maynard, take it away. That's nothing.
The Zerglings getting really up close to the Immortals. I like it. I like it. The Stasis Ward. The Stasis Ward could do a lot of difference. And every second that you waste on that kind of he's walking right into it. No, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
You can't eat units.
You can't hit the units that are frozen like this here, so a Disruptor shot was wasted essentially, but it's gonna buy some time here. Can he set up another one before? No, actually he's using all the energy. Oh, these Oracles! Touched the shot here, barely. Dimaga, he's waiting to go for the next wave here. He's moving in now. Can State defend? Gets a huge detonation.
Oh my God!
These Ravagers, oh my god, that was 4 of them. That went down pretty much instantly.
The build changed everything. Did you see all the Immortals got? Oh my God! The Stalkers whopping in, getting so much damage made on it. That clutch. That's so clutch here. Can he save it?
Nah, he's
No, he
gonna
can't.
lose it, but I mean, was that enough damage here by Dimaga, who's on 48 drones against 62 probes? I don't think so. He's still got a little bit of army. He was making a bunch of units here behind this, but Lair now starts. Dimaga's got so many minerals. He didn't macro anything here in the meantime. Didn't hit his injects.
Damn.
Oh my god, he needed
1700 minerals.
He needed a macro hatch much earlier as well.
Yep.
State with the clutch defense here. He's going to be in a fantastic position. Getting a War Prism here as well. Might just counter-attack here.
Well, he kind of has to, right? I mean, he just defended an all-in. Like what
He
what
doesn't
seems
have to
like
do
an
anything
all-in.
right now. He can literally take to carriers if you want to.
I would like to see some carriers actually.
They're so bad now.
Are
The
they
old
so
build
bad?
time.
They take a long time to build, right?
Yeah, again.
Again. You go back to where you belong.
Yeah, it wasn't very long before that was changed.
Okay, so double Evo, Lair starting, Lair finishing actually. So he's transitioning. Dimaga is trying to transition, but he still has 13 less drones than his opponent, his Protoss opponent. Surely it doesn't look so well for Dimaga right now.
He's definitely struggling here with these many walkers behind his opponent. He needs to drone back up, but he's under siege here right now with his War Prism. Gonna be taking out the Queen here and chasing these drones away as well. State dealing any kind of damage he can, a little bit everywhere.
State fighting back. State playing a really good game right now. Defending properly.
He's fighting for freedom.
He is. And what's better than to fight for freedom?
Nothing.
Well, how about fighting for baguettes?
Actually, yeah.
For baguettes? You know?
My life for baguettes.
My life for baguettes. Ah, sounds good. Has a nice ring to it.
Oh, he's abandoning ship with this War Prism here now getting out, but the damage has already been dealt.
Yep.
It's 50 drones to 71 probes. The army of State is kind of lacking right now, but it feels like he's not going to be under siege anytime soon, so he's just going to be alright. Dimaga, though, if he can stay in it, if he can get way more units, in particular, that one unit called the Lurker,
Yeah. I was
definitely
about
would
to
have
say.
still a pretty good shot of doing it, but it's going to be very hard. He fell behind heavily here.
Well, the thing is on, for instance, on Dust Tower, I think that if you control War Prism in general, you can hold on to 4 bases just based on Larkers and static defenses. On that map, it seems way harder to actually achieve because there's so much room that the Protoss can exploit to actually fight where the Larkers aren't. It seems really hard to make it happen for Dimaga.
I really like though
Let's
that
see,
he's
though.
still going for some upgrades because we saw the Protoss player upgrade and go for 2-1 pretty quickly here in this game. So going for at least 1-1 for Dimaga. He's going to be trying to keep up here, ideally if he could. Lurkers, man, that's what he needs here.
He does. He does need some lurkers, and he needs them fast. And I don't think he even started the upgrade.
He needs them like yesterday. Okay.
He needs them yesterday, Todd. Le Todd.
Where's the lurker then?
Yeah, he's not even starting it.
I think Dimaga
He's going for
fears
another
that he's on
all-in?
the siege here. He feels that he's about to be attacked, and if he takes 2 lurkers, he's not going to have enough units. But States, he's pretty happy to be taking a 5th here right now. He's ahead in tech. He's got more upgrades with the +3 that he's got on the way. That's probably being chrono boosted continuously, thanks to David Kim. It's he doesn't mind.
Yeah, that's a sick chrono boost, like sick, continuous chrono boost.
Yeah.
I think he
Very consistent.
yeah, really consistent. He doesn't miss a bit, Todd. He never missed one chrono boost all that game.
Dark Shrine on the way now. I mean, when you're up to this many bases here as Protoss,
It's basically free.
yeah.
It's like making a stalker.
Actually, it's even more than free, if that's even possible. You get money back.
You do get money back when you slaughter
Starting to
an
be
entire
relaxed.
mineral line.
Oh! Dimaga just rushes in there, tries to dodge the detonations from these disruptors, but they might just be way too much here for him. He can see it from behind though.
It
He's
just
got so
blinked.
much. Oh my god, Dimaga with a typical flank from 2 sides right now. He's dealing as well as
That
he can
was
here
so
with his
sick.
army. The disruptor, they're on cooldown. They can't detonate here just yet. And
Warp
with more
Prism
reinforcements coming in.
The warp prism got taken out, but just
that was too
imagine,
much.
just imagine if the 2 first shots from the disruptors weren't so nasty, because that was
Yeah.
just literally awful. If you play Zerg, I'm pretty sure you just closed your eyes because it was just a
Probably
just
rage
awful.
quit the stream and
Probably.
then realize that you are missing one of the best tournaments and then tune back in a few seconds later.
Oh, 60 Todd. But that's it. I think Dimaga has been broken. GG.
And States brings it back here for Team America. 2-2, equal score.
It's so tense.
Yeah, I mean that's what I expected.
What
here
did,
out of these
what
two
did,
teams.
what did
Like,
you predict?
I don't remember, but
4-3 USA, 4-3 Ukraine.
yeah, I think 4-3 USA.
Okay, I did say 4-3 Ukraine, but I was kind of anticipating this to be thanks to our awesome prediction, we already have the prediction right there. So Todd said 4-3 USA, and I
Shout
did
out to
say
TKL who said 4-1. You're already
Okay.
wrong, buddy.
okay.
Get
it's
out
done.
of here.
It's done. He's already out.
Oh,
When he saw Dimaga losing, it just
Yeah?
left. No, I'm just kidding.
you totally got me here.
But yeah, no. Yeah, it was bound to be a close game, in my opinion. It's a close match. And it's just, it's happening right before our eyes. I'm happy. Once again, Le Wallet.
Moman.
Le Wallet.
Moman is here even when he's not here.
Yes, he's always here. And in our hearts,
He's gonna be here tomorrow, right?
Yeah, of course.
That beautiful Spanish
Beautiful
boy.
beast. Magnificent beast that moment is. Now, every time you do something stupid, actually, you have moment in your heart instantly. Or when you speak Spanish.
That was pretty good here from State. I was kind of hopeful that Dimaga might be able to do better. Like, I mentioned how he already saw this build from State and he would be prepared. But in this case, he wasn't at all. That Oracle dealt a lot of damage. Behind this, he went for some all-in. That's just... You don't have to do this. You're so great in macro.
Yep.
You're so good at taking more bases, getting drones. You don't have to attack like this. You should only do it when you're, let's say, pretty confident that your opponent is going to be caught off guard and he's going to expect you to play greedy, so he's going to play greedy himself, which wasn't the case here from State.
Yeah, no,
He made enough units to hold.
it did.
If you know that your opponent likes to skip Disruptor, maybe you can go for this attack because then it will have a very much higher success rate. Or if you dodge the first shots. You mentioned how in the last fight that was very important. In the first one it was as well. Because
Yeah.
when you attack the Protoss at this point, he's going to have 1 or 2. You dodge the first one, it's such a long cooldown.
12 seconds, right? I think
More.
it's 12. No?
Isn't it
It's
more?
more?
Yeah, I thought it's more. It feels like forever anyway.
Yes, if you're the Protoss player.
Especially if you're getting
If
all
you're
in.
the Terran player trying to split every single Marine that you have. Oh my god, with the delay, we just saw the first couple of nasty
That was
shots
nasty.
that we had on the last fight. It was kind of crazy. But you know the drill, guys. We just did 2 games. It's tied up 2-2. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And we come back with Ukraine versus USA. Last match of the night. Stay tuned. Hello, boys.
Whee!
Welcome back. Welcome back to NationWars 3 Qualifiers. First day, 3rd match. It's 2-2.
It is 2-2.
It is 2-2. I'm
It
joined
is.
up by the wonderful Apollo.
Hello, and I'm joined by the wonderful Funky.
Oh, it's amazing.
Funkadelic.
I could literally spend hours just staring into your eyes.
I
It's
don't
so
know why.
beautiful. I don't know.
There's not much there.
I don't know. I'm just
Just,
tired of just saying random stuff.
There are googly eyes.
Googly?
Googly.
Googly eyes? I like it. Sounds so good.
Now you can't do anything. They're closed.
Like, oh, they're closed. I have to look at the screen now. You guys, actually.
Yeah, you guys at home, hope you've been having a lot of fun today.
Yep.
So we're nearing the end of day 1 of 4. We've got 3 more days to come in qualifications, which we're all looking forward to as we get deeper into NationWars 3 and looking forward to starting the main tournament come December the 3rd. But right now, it's serious business as
It is.
the closest and toughest match of the night is taking place.
And there's so much on the line. There's so much on the line. If they want to be part of that top 16 tournament, that's going to be so hype once again. You have to go through either Ukraine if you're USA or through USA if you're Ukraine. And now, right now, it's tied up 2-2.
Yeah.
Like, who can it be closer? Is that possible?
No,
3-3 maybe? 3-3 is a little bit closer, right?
it's the same actually. I'm
It is,
sorry
it
to
is.
say it's the
No,
same.
but I mean,
2-2,
like, in
3-3.
general, like, you know.
3-3 closer.
Yeah?
And
okay.
now Cass gets to play,
Yes.
which we saw him play a little bit earlier on, and we talked about it with Todd, that he didn't have the best of performances earlier,
Nope.
unfortunately,
He did not.
against Reyna, but he's got another chance to prove himself in a different matchup.
Yeah. Well, he had the build.
Yeah.
He just got outplayed in general. If you look at the game, if you guys weren't there, he played against Rainer, the 13-year-old from Italy, and he just got outplayed. Like, he had shots to do stuff, and he went for a triple CC build that looked really promising in general.
Yeah.
But it just, you know, he got counterattacked, missed some beats on his micro, got attacked by the Mutas and the Zerglings at a really awkward time that made him that pushed him in a really bad position. So he just needs to sort that out, because when it comes to just macroing and
He's good at
throwing units at his opponent,
He's very
good at it.
He is very good at it.
He is.
And
Simply is.
that's what I'd be hoping to see from him here, is just throwing a bunch of Marine Marauders, Medivacs, and Liberators at Protoss, because that's pretty much what this matchup is at the moment.
It is. And even if you get to that stage of the game where you actually have to build ghosts,
Yeah.
you can actually make stuff happen. Did you see the new ghosts?
No, I didn't know
They're
that. No.
amazing.
Yeah?
They're just amazing.
What's so good about them
They
against
are
Protoss?
really fast. They're just really fast. The
Yeah?
thing is, before, when you started like steaming Marines and Marauders, your ghosts just, you know, were totally disconnected from your entire army, and that's when you get like shreked by Colossus or feedbacks of stuff like that. There, you can actually have your separate group of ghosts and micro them individually, and make magical stuff happens out of them, because they're just so good. They're just so good. I love it. Imagine if Teja was still playing.
Yeah, what he would do with these
but with
ghosts.
those ghosts. That would be a beautiful thing to see.
Okay.
I would actually cry.
I hope we get to the stage where we can see some ghosts. I haven't seen them really in Legacy of the Void yet.
They are really good. I love them.
Even the Terran streams that I've seen haven't really got to use them. But it looks like both players are ready. We'll be jumping into this in a minute to see who's going to go ahead in this series, and then be able to, or force to, show the other player to force their ace player, the Revival.
The Revival. Who do you think is going to take it?
The whole series?
No. Just that game.
Oh, this game.
Cass. I was about to say stats. It's state.
I
not
think
exactly
it's
the
going to
same
be
guy.
States. It's on the North American server,
All right.
right?
Uh-huh.
Pretty sure it is.
It is.
It is State.
Okay.
It's going to be State.
Sounds good.
He's played against a lot of good Korean Terrans
Okay.
in Legacy of the Void
And
so
we know
far.
they produce a lot of
He's on a
good
server
Terrans.
that, I mean, I guess it's kind of equal for both of them, one being in Korea, one being in Europe, but I believe State.
Okay. You believe in state? I will agree with you.
Ah,
I will. I will. And
Okay.
then I think Bly comes in and reverse the whole situation and wins 4-3. That's how I see it.
It's a good prediction.
I like it.
It's pretty good.
I like it. Okay.
Okay, let's do it, man. Let's get into this next game.
Map is
It's
loading up.
Cass versus State.
In the top left
Epically.
of Urena, in the blue. He's amazing. He just won last game against Dimaga. He is State.
There's a lot of states in America, but right now, this is the only one that matters.
Thank God we hired you to do this. You bring a lot to the show. A guy that actually thinks he's the center of the world. He has his own picture on his command center. What the hell is this? He's fearless, but he's also Cass.
The Emperor, the destroyer of worlds. who is
Two
known for a
worlds
long
collide.
time. Two worlds collide, Colaris. Two worlds. Not one, but two. Lightning and thunder. Two worlds. Wind and rain.
Go for
I
it.
know. Just keep going.
I think you've got
Yeah?
more. You've got more
I
in
know.
you.
I know Colaris. She's like, Terran and Protoss, Marine versus Zealot, Wind and rain. What else would Colaris say? He'd be cloud and storm, sun and sun rays. I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, it
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's just two words. It's like houses and apartments. Colaris, what does that mean? It doesn't matter, man. It's just two words.
Dusk and dawn.
Dusk and dawn, sunrise and sunset. All right, so
Both players actually scouted each other really fast. Yes, the pilot. I love it. It blocks it.
the Reaper can go around, though. It takes a very long time, right?
Not by the
way
rocks.
around.
Not by the rocks.
the other
can
way.
you go?
Keep
Can you
going.
go? Okay.
There is another way. I found this the other day.
Okay. Oh, he canceled the
Yeah.
pilot. Or did he? Did he mine? No.
He cancelled it. No.
Okay, he canceled it. Okay. I thought he jumped over with the mine, but
It was really funny. Like, I don't know what happened. It was blocked off or something. I tried to go around. I'm like, what is this? Is that the only way through? I was like, no. And then I looked around. I'm like, okay, it's very far.
it is very far away.
All right, so pretty standard. It's like Reaper expands into multiple barracks, like super standard CAS,
Polt style.
Pult style, triple barracks, going up to factory soon, obviously. But on the other side of things, we have the concierge. Wait a minute.
You can do it. You can do this, man.
Wait. No, I
Tab.
can't.
You click on it, and then tab. What's going on?
They're not on this PC.
Click on it. It's in the top. Tab. Tab. You know what tab is, right?
Concierge, Crepus, Solaire
Okay.
is researching le blink.
Le capacité transfert.
Le capacité pour transfert.
Rechercher transfert.
The transfer. This is the English stream.
Okay. That Reaper doesn't want to scout. Apparently, he wants to deal damage. Right now, he's not
Yeah.
scouting anything. But keep in mind, the new Mothership Core is amazing against Reapers. And that's an amazing scout by State.
That was a good poke in, that was.
It is really good poking. And remember, Mothership Core doesn't have the 13
No.
freaking line of sight that it used to have.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
That was so broken.
So really, I mean, I haven't even played much of this matchup, but obviously I've seen a lot of it over the years. This is very normal. This is very hard of the Swarm. It's obviously a little bit of deviation with the Reaper and its grenade and so on, but this is as standard as you can go. Straight to Twilight Council for that defensive blink, robotics facility for the Observer that can come out in a short second, a couple of extra gateways to make sure he's healthy when we have Stim finishing up. This is pretty cool to see. It's just Heart of the Swarm in Legacy of the Void.
Yeah, it is.
But where does Legacy of the Void come in? Is
Well-
it the Liberator, or is it something that Protoss does? Is it the Disruptor?
Well, Disruptor can have a role in TVP as part of the composition because you don't really want to go for Colossus because in general, just Colossus sucks in general.
Yeah.
Just costs a lot of money. You have to research an upgrade for it to be relevant.
Yeah.
And it still doesn't deal as much damage as before. So the difference usually comes from the Terran player.
Okay.
And then you've got 2 or 3 different schools of the way of thinking the matchup, the TVP matchup. And again, like Beyond, for instance, usually goes for 4 medivacs and then transitions into Liberators.
All right.
So he won't be as aggressive with his medivacs because if he loses them, it's really bad. But then if you get Liberators to complement your pushes, in general, it is really, really powerful.
All right.
We'll see when it comes into play. Right now, Cass is not building any more medivacs. That's actually a mistake, in my opinion.
Yeah, he should be, definitely. He started 2x2 Widow Mines from very early on, actually, so he's actually building that quite rapidly, but he pokes forward with his first 16 units as Stim completes, does not do anything, and then retreats back, falls to a 3rd command center to rebuild up, loses a couple of units in the process, but it's Colossus is the choice.
Why would you go Colossus?
Well, State knows something in the Korean server that no one else knows because we don't play on it.
From what I've, well, for instance, from what I've seen out of, I think it was Zest. Zest was going for double Colossus to have like a reliable AoE, and then goes into disruptors because that's the thing with disruptors.
Safer,
if you use every single bullet that you have, you miss, and then you're in a whole lot of trouble. If you still have 2 Colossus, I mean, they don't deal as much damage as before, but you still have a way of killing units that you don't really have with Stalkers and Zealots. But for now, he's building 1 Colossus. It's investing in Thermal Lance.
Yeah.
And he goes into, I don't know, for 1 Colossus, that seems a little bit expensive, right? Don't you think?
It is a little bit. It is a little bit. Maybe he's just building 1 Disruptor, then going back to Colossus, so we can't quite tell yet.
We'll see.
There's only 2 medivacs. A good point you brought up before. He's gone over to double Liberators now. That is a bit of a concern, only having 2 medivacs to heal an entire army. That is very low. Maybe he likewise goes back into... No, he's building more, so this is going to be interesting. But Liberators are amazing. It's almost that Protoss cannot attack into them. They deal so much damage. There's also a ton of Widow Mines with this Terran army.
That's an interesting composition, actually. There's not that many Zealots. Oh my god!
Gets a good front of that army.
Yeah, you don't really want to cross that bridge, do you?
No, not with the Disruptors. No, got 9 kills.
Damn.
2 Widow Mines and a bunch of Marines. And now it looks like Cass knows that he cannot fight through there. And there's a double forge I told Todd about. Leave your Chrono Boost on it forever. And he's going to break these rocks just to open up a different alley. He knows that.
Just go somewhere else. If you're not willing to drop, just go somewhere else. Because with only 1 Disruptor, he can control that pass forever.
Oh, yeah.
There's an Observer on the army, so State knows. Oh. And with that first Disruptor shot, he's going to take out 1 mine, maybe another one. Oh my god, Cass is not on it!
Disruptor's doing so much damage here. And the Great Force Fields too, just cutting up this army a little bit. He's got to be careful.
Oh, you don't want to overextend.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Alright. Is Cass making it work? Okay, Disruptors didn't die. And that's a good thing. With the Warp Prism, he's going to be able to micro them way more than before. That's a really good thing for good old States, who's actually researching charge upgrade right now. +1 armor, +1 attack. I like it. 2 pros just died. I don't really know where. Maybe on the 3rd base.
Yeah.
I think maybe a couple of mines. More Colossus. So I think it's like the pivotal central units in your composition that will deal damage all the time, and then you leave it to Disruptor to actually make the big damage. But as I can see, I think there's a Warp Prism. Warp Prism going to the main, and that's 2 Disruptors. That is sick. That is sick.
Yeah, nice by State. Little harassment's got to be careful as the Liberators are chasing down. Cannot catch though. Will turn around.
So he's going into Warp Prism speed. I love it. That's the Warp Prism speed.
Yep. And if he gets into the imagine if he gets into the SCV lines with these Disruptors. Brutal. Annihilation.
That's like the
carnage.
The power of like six Banelings.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah.
1-1 just completed. to just start it for our Protoss player. And as far as upgrade goes, I think Cass is not doing that bad.
I like how throughout all of StarCraft 2, from the very beginning in Winds of Liberty in 2010, that was a bit of a blunder that. I think Terran versus Protoss is probably the least changed matchup out of all. It's always stayed so similar.
Yes.
Right? There's a
I agree.
couple of little additions added on per game, per expansion, but it's still the core fundamentals as we see.
Yeah, I think the only thing that changed is the way we use the units. We
Yeah.
never ended up just using different units. We tried mech. Mech is not gonna happen in TVP. But the way we use the unit, and the way we control it, especially when, for instance, Maru just, explained to us that we've been using the TVP composition really wrong.
Yeah.
Just went into full medivac drops on top of Colossus. That's what changed about the matchup. But the units, the core units, didn't
Always the
change that
same.
much. Maybe Protoss changed a little bit. Zealots, Archon, Templar composition used to work. And that's the moment in the game, if you don't look at your army for like a couple of seconds, you can actually literally just lose the game. For both sides, actually.
And that's the beauty of it. But Cass has an attack on this left-hand side. It's going to be dealt with by Charged Zealots if he continues to walk them in here. But a decent little squad there from Cass, who is also on the right-hand side trying to zone off this fourth base with the Liberators so he can actually get his forces up there. But has been pushed back in, has been taken out. And here comes another great warp, and I love the new graphic of the
new animation.
The animation of the warp-ins. Love it.
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
A nice harassment coming out from State, making use of this warp prism still.
And as we said earlier, look at that. Like when Cass actually gets to play a macro game, look at his upgrades. He's doing so well, considering he's facing a Protoss that never misses a chrono boost on his upgrades.
You can't miss it, even if you try to.
And he's actually ahead in upgrades.
And now with State starting to reach max and have a lot of money in the bank, he's switching over to Templar. Guys, but here comes a big fight.
Oh! The disruptor shots on the left side were amazing. The force field on the right side are gonna buy a little bit of time for the Protoss player to actually take out all the Vikings. Is it going well for States? It looked really dire at some point, but I think he's gonna make it work, man.
Yeah, there's not a lot of units left there. Where's the rest of Cass's army? I'm not sure where it is. I think it's somewhere on the left-hand side, but he is going to hold the position behind the mineral lines, but one disruptor shot. Imagine that comes through, and here it comes.
Oh, the split from Cass, that's actually pretty good. The Adepts actually taking so much damage out of the Marauders. Stalkers dealing damage in the back, but the Sentries don't have any energy left. He can't really force feed, can't use Guardian Shield. Can he make it? It's still fighting in the top. Some Zealots and Stalkers going to their death, but actually that third base has been broken, but still.
It looks like Cass is holding on, though, just about. Oh, that's a great shot.
Oh, sick.
I was going to say, it looks like he's holding on, but that was a fantastic shot, destroying a lot of units, and more being warped in here. And Adepts don't die.
They don't.
Marine Marauders.
They don't.
Here comes another shot. Doesn't do as good as the others. And he has been pushed off this third base.
Seriously, States getting a really good fight out of a situation. He needs to stop that. That's the second time that happens to the Adepts. The Disruptor getting tracked on the left side. Some Templars getting warped in quite aggressively. He's gonna lose the Warp Prism. That's gonna be the end of that fight, right? He needs to go back.
Yeah.
Doesn't have any Warp Prism left.
No, he needs to go back. These Disruptor shots are brutal. They've done so much. Right, here comes another one. Cass moves back just in time, splits off, doesn't really lose too much. Great pushback there from Cass. It looked
really
a little
crazy
sad,
game.
but
see?
another one.
That's the third one. The rally point is so...
Funk is counting.
Yes.
State, Funk is counting.
Third. That's the third time that happens. Still, two Disruptor available for State. Can he hold on? Please remind, it's a 3-3 army. It's the 3-3 Terran army. The Marauders are actually destroying the Blink Stalkers really fast.
Yeah, Blink Stalkers, buildings, everything going down so fast against them. Cass is backed
tanky
off for now.
Okay, we've got a Disruptor with 24 kills. Just, interesting to mention, I think. The other one is at 6. That's not really bad. Oh my god, Cass! Just AFKs with all his medivacs.
And on the left-hand side, this is a bit of a distraction on the right. And the left-hand side is a big force coming in. We'll have a look at that now. And
that is
it's a beefy 3-3 army. Couple of Liberators for support as well.
He's gonna have to go through mines and liberators. I think Cass is doing it, man.
Cass is looking good. This is fantastic news for the Ukraine here. He's got liberators in their attack flight modes, doing tons of damage. 3 pylons activated to deal with units on this third, but State is struggling. State's behind. State's running out of money and an army overall. He's lost 33 probes in this. Cass is still, the machine is still working back at home. He's making a ton of money, a ton of units.
Yeah, when Cass can macro, you've seen what happens.
Yeah.
Cass is just marching on. Tactically, really interesting that he tried to go on the left-hand side again and just control the ramp with 2 liberators. And right now,
man.
Stead is such an awkward position. He can't really defend. He needs to go through liberator shots. Those Marauders, man, they just don't die.
Well,
Hey!
this is a massive win for Cass and the Ukraine here. Going to this, taking this victory will force America to pull out their ace player, their revival. And of course, there's still Bly left over to revive if need be. GG! Cass picks up a huge win here against State. And that means it's match point time.
It's match point time for Ukraine. What a sick performance by
Yeah,
Cass.
that was brilliant. Just super solid. It was just a solid game from both sides, but he edged out.
I liked how it went, though. Like, I felt like Cass was almost in an unlosable position when he secured his force base with the planetary fortress. And when I seen the attack come in from State,
Yeah.
I really didn't believe. I wasn't a believer at that moment.
I
but
didn't believe.
there was a couple of disruptor shots that actually made a huge difference into that fight. And that's why we see quite a lot more in Legacy of the Void. All those new abilities, new units that actually can change the tide of a fight so quickly.
Yeah.
You know? And he made it look close. 3-3 against 2-2 with a deficit in units in general. And he actually made it look really, really close. If you think about those 3 disruptors that got sacrificed in mines to the
I know,
left
they're
back.
so expensive.
300 gas, man.
So expensive. 900 gas down the loo, as we
Down
say.
the loo. Dans les toilettes.
Les toilettes, down the toilettes.
Oui.
Uh,
Oui, oui.
Yeah, that could have changed everything if he had those available. But now it becomes interesting because Cass he's got his win. You know, he's won 1, he's lost 1 today. He gets to play again. And he has the chance to win it on the European server versus who? I know Nate's not going to pick him, so you're like, you know what, I'll take Cass out. No, that's not going to happen.
Has he been drinking whiskey? That's the question.
He might say that, but I don't think... Yeah, I think the captain might be overruled if he does that.
Ah, yeah.
You know, he's like, hey,
agree.
boys, I'll do it. They're like, no, Nate. No, Nate. No, let us do
That's
it.
not going to happen.
Puck or State? Puck, it has to be, because State can't play on the European server. It's too far. He
Yeah,
could,
That's
but
not
it's,
even a question yet. Now that
it's
you put
Puck.
it like this, it has to be Puck.
it's Puck.
Has to be Puck?
It has to be Puck.
What if it's State?
Then he has something insane. I remember casting WCS and watching Korean players still beat European players from the Korean server as well. So, you know, if it is State, you know, best of luck, mate.
Just has to macro his heart out
Yeah,
and just
Yeah.
pray for the best.
but it has to be Puck. But Puck's got so much work to do. He has to beat Cass on the European server, and then more than likely, if he does do that, beat Bly again. Or play with Bly again.
Yeah, I agree with that. You remember Cure during IM Katowice?
Yes.
When he played all qualifiers and ended up
I know,
qualifying
couldn't
from
believe that.
Europe
Yeah.
after
couldn't
playing
believe
24 hours straight, and he was just macroing and throwing units as snot.
Yeah.
That was so crazy. That was such a crazy game. So yeah, maybe he can make it happen if they decide to throw State. But yeah, the safer way would be to throw Puck, or actually go with Netanyas just for the hype. But I don't think they're ready to
No.
to give up already.
No, I
They're
don't
not
think they are.
French already. You know?
How do I make sure I'm in the right place to get in this game?
You're
man?
in the white place.
Am I?
Yeah, just open the friends tab and just join it when it's on.
You don't have any friends.
Yeah, come on. I've got Bapor and Deishi
Yeah, but they're not involved in these games, bro.
and
Like,
Petit Drogo.
he's not involved. Where are people that are involved?
You need to join the channel.
What's the channel?
I'm not gonna say it aloud.
Okay, then you have to do it.
I don't remember it.
What do you mean you don't remember? Is it one of these?
No, it's not one of these, but it's okay.
Maybe we'll get an invite.
Yeah, we'll get an invite, right?
You have to invite us.
The game is not live
We
anyways.
lost the channel.
I can see my observer right there, my protégé.
Is he your protege?
He's not even in the game.
Are you in the game? No, he's
he's
not in the game.
See, he's not.
Is he your prodigy? You've been training him.
I've been giving him some advice. Yes. And
What advice do you give? If there's someone out there watching this who says, you know what, I want to be the best observer in StarCraft 2. You know, there probably isn't that
too bad
person.
the seed is already taken.
If someone wants to rival you, there probably isn't that person out there. But let's just, let's play a bit of theory crafting. If there was someone who said that,
Yes.
what advice would you give them?
Do you want me to troll? Do you want me to give a proper
I'm serious.
answer?
What would you say? Does he have to watch replays to practice?
First of all, actually, ask yourself that question. Do I have enough passion? No, seriously, I'm not even kidding.
Is that your advice?
Yes.
Ask
yourself if you've got enough passion.
And then what happens if he says, yes, I do?
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. Senpai Funker.
Yes.
Then what's next?
Then, I don't know. Be entirely focused on what you do. Just, don't get distracted by anybody just around you, because usually when you do that, you've got some guy like Apollo who's not casting is going to go in your back and just fucking do that stuff like that, and then it will make you lose concentration. So you need to be entirely focused in your game,
So your advice
And play the game.
is to...
Play the game a lot.
Okay, there we go.
Get a lot of
Oh,
passion.
wait. Hold on. Puck! Made it.
Le puck.
Le puck.
Le puck.
Le puck. So your advice is to not get distracted.
You're putting me on the spot. Just...
Wale!
I've got a volley button too.
Wales. That's okay.
I
You
can
don't
talk a
have to-
lot about that, but not at 1:30 in the morning.
I can't believe it's 1:30 in the morning.
It is.
It's crazy late.
It is.
Thanks
everyone for keeping up with us.
I'm sure there's been a lot of
Especially
people
within,
who have watched from the beginning too.
Yes. Shout outs to you guys who've been there
I'm on the right server.
since the beginning.
Wait, do I need to switch? Are we on the American server or European server?
Europe.
I'm
Yeah,
on the
we're
Europe
good.
server.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm waiting. Wait, what? It's in French. What is decline vote invitation?
How about you think about that? Décliner? What does that sound like?
Décliner? Sounds like something a dentist would tell me.
Decline.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Huh?
I didn't decline it.
No, you didn't. It's just poorly written stuff. Are you
I'm-
in game? Oh, nobody's in game anyways.
Someone was shouting at me and it wasn't you.
I
Maybe
don't
I just
know.
have voices in my head.
I don't know. Oh, you do?
I do.
Is he trolling? Is the producer trolling you?
Yeah, he told me I'm on the wrong server. And I'm not.
He's like, he's the worst. Out of all producers working in
I'm not.
gaming, he's the worst.
Why?
Because he's trolling you all the time. That's what he does. Big up to George. It's called George.
The voices in my head say he's shy.
He's shy. I'm too shy. He's not even American, man.
I'm not American.
He's Welsh.
I'm actually half French.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. You don't know that?
No, you never told me.
I'm half French.
That's actually so bullshit right now.
No, I'm French.
It is total,
Pretty much
total,
60%.
total BS.
I would say I'm more than 50%. I'm like 51%.
Okay.
So that makes me full French.
I would like you to tweet out hashtag NationWars3
No, it's
NW3
NW.
if you
Ne
think
W3.
that is total BS. You can tell us right now.
Willie!
Le Wallet. And
They
then
did it already.
Dead silence.
I know, they did it already, Funker. I'm
Just-
sorry, I'm really tired.
It's okay. It's okay, buddy. I love you anyways.
I know you do. That's.
I don't know what's taking so long, though.
I don't know. I think it's because we're on the wrong server. Oh, I have to go on NA?
No, he's just trolling you, man.
We're going
Is
back
he?
on NA.
What?
Yeah, I am. Why?
Okay.
Okay, just...
Okay, we're going to an A. I don't
All
really
right.
know why, but...
No, just don't question the admins. Look at that. Yeah, I am. I'm 51. I'm actually technically fully French because if I'm 51%, it might as well be full.
The fact that you like espressos and baguettes doesn't mean that you're French, man.
No, I like more than that.
You like more than that?
Yeah.
What do you like about French culture?
Pizza.
Why would you repeat that guy? I
didn't
don't
say
understand.
anything.
He just said something
did not say anything.
so random, and you just say it again.
No, it's more than pizza.
Please tell me.
It's the wine.
Okay.
Um,
What kind of wine?
Red.
Red wine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, don't ask me to go more specific than red.
Okay.
Um,
I won't do that. I don't want to make you look fool.
You know, I like the girls. The girls I like too, of course.
What's going on with you two? So you don't see it, but on the left of a poll, there is our observer Coca, which you should give a shout out to. Is Coca_Starcraft on Twitter.
Do you follow him or does Todd
Yeah, of
follow
course
him?
I do. I don't know about Todd.
Should we make sure Todd does?
Yeah, if Todd doesn't, it's kind of and he's saying random stuff
I can't
for
lose.
like the 10 last minutes, and every time he says something, Apollo says it back. What's going on with you?
Well, you know what?
Is your brain
my
not
middle
functioning
name?
again?
It's Parrot.
Parrot.
Yeah, so I just say stuff back.
Okay.
Sean
Parrot Clark.
Yeah. That's actually a French name. It's pronounced Parrot.
You know, you say a parrot in France.
Pariotti. Parrot.
Perroquet.
Ah, so close. So close.
Well, you know.
Hey, the next map is Tour de
Crépuscule.
Tour de Crépuscule.
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 Crépuscule. Crépuscule.
Crépuscule.
Okay, fair enough.
It's pretty
enough.
close, right?
Close enough.
It's pretty
enough.
close.
Okay. So you know what it is in English?
No, I have no idea.
We've had it quite a,
Tour the
what is tour?
tour is like a trip, you know.
Yeah, well,
It's like a journey.
it's tower. It is tower. Tower.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
was wrong.
what would it be?
Tower of the Crepes.
Tower of the Baguettes. We're gonna be playing that last map on Tower of the Baguettes. Now it's Dusk Towers, obviously, even though Apollo doesn't know anything. We're gonna show you the brackets again because we're obviously filling in with
I should
everything
never,
we can get.
ever be on this computer ever again.
It's okay. You'll be all right.
It's all in French, and you and Todd know how to control this French thing.
You just have to click on things. Tomorrow, as you can see, we're gonna have Canada, Belgium, Brazil, and Switzerland
Looking forward to that.
battling out for a spot in NationWars 3. Yoo-hoo! Then the day after, so basically today we are Friday. No, we're Thursday. What day are we?
It's now Friday, but it was Thursday.
Okay, so yeah, on Friday, Canada, Belgium, Brazil, Switzerland, and then Russia, Czech Republic, Australia, Japan on Saturday. And to finish it up, on Sunday, Peru versus UK. Hey, UK, God save the Queen and everything.
God save our gracious Queen. Unfortunately, we've lost our biggest soldier,
Yes.
Bling. You know,
Bling and the Muslim.
the Muslim never showed up to the army,
All
so
right.
He's not playing.
And then New Zealand against Spain. Everything starts at 6 p.m. CET. Be there, guys. And we're about to finish this.
We are. We're actually almost ready for this one. It's not going to be the map I talked about, the Tour de Cholet. It's going to be Chantier Naval Orbital as the
Chantier
next map.
Naval Orbital. Yeah, that was weird that we were about to play the same map once again. And do remember, please, guys, that on Sunday, we announce the amazing venue that is going to host the finals for NationWars 3, as well as we're going to be drafting the round of 16 groups.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's always my favorite part of
You want to be the one?
shows. Can I do that?
Gary,
think
can he be the one to take the names out of the...
Kerry's like, sure, whatever. Keep this Englishman quiet. You can manage that? All right,
we can
great,
manage
man.
that. Okay, boys, we're
time.
live. Game 6. You have to do the intro.
No, you do the
Do
intros.
it with the Welsh accent.
I can't, there is no
Please,
Welsh
please,
accent.
please.
No,
No.
I can't do a Welsh accent.
Oh,
I can't do one.
what
You
a
intro
liar.
first.
What a liar.
I'll do the second one.
Okay. In the bottom side of Chantier Naval Orbital, in Protoss, is blue, is representing the United States of America. Is Puck. The last hope.
Elegance, as you speak. And up here, to the top right-hand side, spawning in is the red Terran player. You see his face to the left-hand side of your screen. Representing Ukraine is Cass.
Cascade Cass.
Cascade Cass. Cass. Kate Cass. So we saw what he was capable of before against Protoss, and I don't think he's really going to change it up very much because it was quite successful.
Yeah.
So what is Puck going to do to keep America in the running? Because he has to win every game from now on. He has to win this one and the next one too.
He could be playing a little bit more aggressive than what Stage has done before. I don't really know. Like, I feel like with the amount of mines that Cass built and the lack of medivacs in general, I think he would be. He could be threatened and put in a bad spot by somebody that is actually really aggressive against him. I don't know if that's a really good blink map. I wouldn't say so. But I would definitely like Puck to be more aggressive than State has been in the last game.
Yeah.
So maybe open Oracle or even a DT pressure, like Warp Prism and DTs, and then transition into something else. Like maybe take out all the upgrade side of things, but go into DT and maybe like a lot of gates then afterwards. Even Immortals are really good in the matchup now. Like Gateway Immortal based compositions are really strong. And I feel like if the guy is not gonna build any more medivacs, just keep on trading with him, and he's not gonna be able to heal everything.
He's got a Reaper kill. He killed a probe.
Did he?
Yes, he did. And he's done a lot of damage to the cellhead as well. There's no units out whatsoever. And
What's going on, Puck?
what's going on in America?
KD8. Let's see that KD8 mine.
He's going to pop out just in time here. He's actually going to go back in. Maybe gets another kill.
Oh, can he get it? Can he actually?
Whatever he gets, every shot that
Can he
he
get the cell?
fires. Well, he loses the Reaper sadly, but
Every time I see that, it kind of pieces me off.
what, losing the Reaper to the
two
pylon?
shots, a Reaper with the pilot. Come on, guys.
Well, Cass lost his Reaper and loses control of the game in essence. He no longer has vision on what Puck's up to. Puck now has that kind of card available where he can choose something that won't be very easily scouted anymore. He's got two Adepts out, which are going to move to the other side of the map.
But the wall is already completed.
The wall's already complete, so they aren't going to get in. They can tickle it a little bit until they meet resistance through that bunker, so it won't really work at all, as he has a look up.
A lot of Marines actually built by Cass.
Yeah.
Going through the triple racks build as the last game, I think.
Yeah,
was
this
the
time it
break,
feels a lot
yes.
more intense, though. It feels like he's got a lot more units out a lot earlier.
Yeah, I don't really know why.
I think it's the reactor is a lot faster. Or is it not?
I think he did the same thing.
It's
maybe.
weird because I feel like he's got quite a bit already.
Yeah,
with
he
4
does.
Marines in that bunker.
Yeah, I was actually surprised when we saw the wall that you had a full bunker and 2 Marines about to be joined by 2 more. After that, I actually actually agree with what you're saying, but I can't really tell why right now
He's
because
got a lot of stuff.
crazy tired.
And it's just fast
Robotics
robotics
bay.
facility. 2 gateways, robotics facility, then to the robotics bay. And an additional 2 gateways after that. And just straight to Disruptor? Or is he, as you said, probably taking the smarter way and go towards Colossus first? It is going to be the Warp Prism getting squeezed out after the Observer to do some counterattack damage. Warping some Adepts maybe into the Mineral line, obviously very nice. Or keep these 2 that he already has in to the Warp Prism and try that. But Stim is done.
The 2 Adepts are gonna I love it. I love it. Warp Prism speed first out of the Robo Bay, and then you play Disruptor, right?
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Like, the fact that you don't have to start with Colossus means that you have a Robo Bay that can be upgrading whatever you like.
Yeah.
Warp Prism speed, Observer speed, anything that could actually be interesting and help you in the game. So I like that he goes for Warp Prism speed, and that means that he has to be aggressive in general. Like, of course, you have to use Warp Prism in any type of attack that you use as Protoss.
Yeah.
Now in Legacy of the Void because of the new pylon, the new pylon warpings, but still getting the gravity drive.
Yeah.
Such a great upgrade to have.
Oh, he's going to put the disruptor in this warp.
Hype, hype, hype!
It is hype, but I'm also at the same time a little bit worried.
Oh my god, there's so many
For
units.
multiple reasons. If he ran into this and got gunned down,
He's not gonna run into
what happens
this.
if he misses his defensive shot with the other disruptor that's on the way? Is it?
Oh, good reaction time actually by Cass.
Yeah.
It could have been way worse, but
All
still.
right, he's got to make sure he hits these disruptor balls because he really does not have much other than these disruptors. He's got a couple of units in support, but as you can see,
3
a
stalkers.
handful of units. So
Yeah, only one pylon.
yeah,
Only one pylon so far.
Charges up,
Okay.
missing the disruptor.
Okay.
Other one coming from the left-hand side here. Puck
That's kinda
needs to
sexy.
land these.
I like it. That's kind of sexy out of Puck. That's really
There we
APM
go.
intensive, but he can make it. He can make it work. Oh
That's what we wanted to see.
Come on! That was so good out of Puck.
That's
Damn.
what we wanted to see.
Okay, Warp Prism speed
Yeah.
and amazing target fire out of the.
Puck's not
disruptor.
expecting this though.
Yep.
Two medevac's
He's
going
way
to
out
load
of
everything around the
position.
back here, and here's the comeback, the counter to what just happened.
The counter blow.
And he's dealing 7 probes. He could even target down the Nexus.
He can get the Nexus, the Mothership Core. He needs to recall. That's what he does right now. There's Cass on it. Okay, he's gonna try to evacuate
No
the
blink.
boost. Okay.
7 probes. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Counter.
Oh,
to the counter.
And 6 SCVs goes down. Okay, Puck is playing with his sexy this game.
Yeah,
He
loving
is,
the
right?
Warp Prism Disruptor play.
Kind of reminds me of Brood War.
With the Reaver.
Shuttle Reaver.
Yeah.
Micro. They used to be so powerful. Actually, in any single matchup, even PvP, like it was Dragoon, Reaver with shuttles. Double drop coming in from Cass, changing it up from the last game. Not playing any Liberator, just playing a lot of multitask. That's a really good map to do it, actually.
Yeah.
I like the mine that is complementing that drop.
Blink is done though.
Will drop on the second base. Is getting pushed back, and he's gonna boost out
Yeah.
here.
So for Cass putting on the pressure multiple sides. Likewise is this Disruptor.
Oh.
Pretty decent split there. Mule and SCV go down. Could have been worse.
One part of the mule actually reaching the top of that ramp. That was pretty sick. I love it. The new additions for all these new animations. Ooh. That mine could actually deal some damage. Maybe 2-3 probes.
Yeah, 2 probes. And then gets taken out. Pretty fun game, this one.
It is. And Coca is doing really well right now. He didn't miss a beat.
Yeah,
Good job, Coca.
Yeah. And I think Cass has done pretty well after that initial blow. That was painful.
Yeah.
But he's done well to keep up beat. He's still got a bigger army. He's still been able to harass with what was left over of the Disruptor carnage. And now we see Puck moving forward with a pretty scary army, especially if these Disruptor hits hit.
Oh,
And it looks
actually,
like
there
they
was
already
one.
did.
There was one that hit really, really hard. And as you said before, it used to be in favor of Cass, the army supply. But look at it right now. Let me see the splits. Oh my God,
Not
Cass is
splitting good
getting
enough.
wrecked.
And Puck is using these Disruptors so well. 39 kills. Look at all
What?
these Adepts as well. The Stalkers would blink right behind them, ready to go. The Adepts waiting to charge up, ready for another firing range.
And he's got the upgrade for the Adept too, so they're gonna deal so much damage. He's trying to get rid of that Observer, but Puck really on top of things. Micros it backwards, and now maybe those mines can do a difference. All the Adepts get so hard. Oh my
Not
God!
again. This is so painful to watch.
We're gonna have another ace match, buddy.
Well, it looks like we are, because Puck is driving this one. He sends to the ramp and gets out 2 Widow Mines and a bunch of units, and Cass just has nothing left. He pulls his SCVs off the line, and it is going to the rubber match. GG.
GG.
GG. One game to decide which country qualifies for NationWars.
And what a journey it has been, man.
Yeah.
when you look at how Poland is doing right now, they had to go to the rubber match in their first game against Italy, and now they're going for it again against USA. And I think a lot of us actually predicted that match to go, to go long, to actually go until the 7th game, and it's happening.
Yeah, and the next server is Europe as well, which I'm expecting to see Bly come out to challenge Puck.
Do we see Cass again? I would
Cass,
argue
sorry,
Cass or
Cass
Bly.
is a good shout, but you can't help but feel it would be. Well, would Cass want another chance against the Protoss? He's won one, lost one.
He got stomped on this one.
Look at this. I love how many 4-3s there were either way. Well done. Me and you have picked the same. It's either me and you win or Todd's going to beat us.
Oh, you said 3-4-2. I looked at
exactly
Todd
the
like he
same.
said 4. Oh, you did say 4-3
Exactly the
Ukraine.
same.
Okay, great. Are
But
we still in the
who is
running?
it going to be? Prognostics.
Come on, you know how to read though.
Yeah.
Just don't invent letters that are not here.
Prognostics.
Where is the G?
I don't know, I just put it in there because it sounds French.
Pronostic. Le
Sounds
pronostic.
French. Le pronostic. I
It's
told
okay,
you,
it's okay, it's okay.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit rusty with
It's
the old
okay.
French.
Yeah. I mean, you only 51% French after all.
Yeah, 51. I mean, 49% of me is English. All right, so Puck versus who? Now, Bly needs to decide, does he send himself out? Or I think Demarga's out the question, right?
If I was
or
Bly,
is it? Could it be Demarga?
No.
No?
I don't think Dimaga is a reliable answer, like a possible answer, but definitely Cass. Like Cass played well. He did get stomped on this one, but he did play well in TVP in general.
Yeah.
Maybe once again stylistically, it's not a good plan to throw Cass again against Puck. So maybe Bly, but at the same time, do you feel comfortable as Bly when you were so some confidence in your ability to 4-0? Okay, maybe that's for show, but still, it did say 4-0 against Italy, 4-0 against USA, and he did lose quite early in both matches. So even though he reversed all kill in the first one, I don't really know what to make of this one.
Do we go to a break after we
we do.
out?
We just find out and we go into
so,
a
right?
break. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Every
Just checking.
2 games we go into a break. We're gonna have the countdown in a few seconds. I think the
excited.
Ukrainian team. So you know a little bit how it works. We actually have the admins right now asking the team captain, who are you gonna send? They have 3 minutes to answer it.
Yeah.
And they need to think fast.
What if they don't answer within 3 minutes? They get like a warning or ban?
Yes, warning. They're not getting banned, but they get a warning.
Okay.
And we'll ask the admin exactly how much warning you get to you need to have to before you get an insta loss. But they have to think fast about that. So everybody has a Skype group for every single nation in which Carrie can actually talk with the players. So the reason we don't get the countdown as fast is I'm guessing that the Ukrainian team is actually thinking a lot about that because Cass might want to play again and maybe Bly disagrees. You know how it goes. So it's interesting.
I do believe they will be having a couple of words. Uh-oh. There's the countdown timer.
Cass, Bly?
Bly.
Bly. Bly! Okay, the team captain takes his responsibilities. He did the reversal kill versus Italy. Can he take the last map of the night? Can he make it that Ukraine is qualified in the top 16? We'll know about that after the break. Stay tuned.
Bonjour!
You don't have anything else? Bonjour! It's like, hello.
Well, I know what bonjour means, Funkers.
I know you know.
Ace time.
Yes!
Ace match.
That's what we have to say. That's what you
Ace
should have
match.
opened up with.
Well, I'm in France, so I had to say bonjour first. You just cut me in before I could do anything else.
I agree.
Ace time, USA versus Ukraine. One game to decide which nation competes in Nation Wars 3.
Yep.
It is all or nothing now. It is Bly versus Puck. Let's do it, man.
Down to one single map.
One map, and it is Treras de Pion. Let's do it.
Pre and Terrace. All
Pre and
right.
Terrace.
In the top left, as our blue Protoss. He just took out Cass. Can he do it again against his Zerg opponents? It is Puck.
P-U-C-K.
P-U-C-K. U-S.
All right, down here. You go again.
Down here.
Let's do it.
And the bottom right. He is the team captain. He did the reversal kill against Italia. He's now in Zerg. And in red, it is Bly.
B-L-Y, Bly. All right.
B-L-Y. B-L-Y.
He's taking the gold base. Love it.
Loving it.
Loving it.
Double edge before pool on double golds. What about that?
No. What? No, he's taking the spawn and pull straight after. Probe's moving forward, though. And he wants to have a look. He sees the gold immediately. And he's like, no, surely not. Surely not.
See, he's checking.
Yeah, but...
He's checking.
And
That's the thing.
what's Puck gonna do? Needs to bring out the stops now. He was thinking about another gold.
Yeah. So, we've seen a lot of... No, I know where I was going for with this, and it was about to be really bad, so I'm not going to say it.
Okay, no problem.
It was
Let's
bad.
move on.
It was really bad. It's okay. 3-3, only one slot in that group for the round of 16. And USA, we've been dissing USA because they've got Nathanias. But they are
Nathanias
still-
could play in the main tournament for Nation Wars 3.
That would be so cool.
He would captain his team through 8 Zerglings are being made. So can chase that probe down, maybe even fancy a bit of an adventure to the other side of the map if he can work a way around the mothership core and any leftover units. The Overlord's going to have a quick look, see what he can see. His first kind of eyes on this game, and he's going to see this Nexus a little bit later than a Nexus first, but still a relatively early Nexus. And here come the Zerglings straight to the other side. The Adept has been spotted, and... Oh, he's looking for the surround.
Canceling at the last second. Bly being really aggressive at the beginning of this game.
Oh, forces the charge out, the photon overcharge on the pylon.
Yep. And one Zergling is actually in red health right now. And what's going on bottom right? Is he producing a pylon or something?
I think he might be, but...
Okay, those Zerglings are gonna come in. Those Zerglings are gonna come in.
Uh-oh.
What is this?
Uh-oh.
Triple pylon?
Triple
Is he gonna pylon rush?
He's pylon rushing.
Oh my god, Puck! Puck is putting everything on the line. He's gonna be aggressive on this game. He needs to pull the probes. All right.
He's pylon rushing an empty area.
Okay, yeah. What is it gonna achieve? He doesn't have enough range. He's losing 2 probes now. Okay. Okay. Mothership core is getting beat up. Okay.
He's more pylon rushing.
Okay. He gets the mothership core. That is so good
What
for Bly. What a Bly! Bly!
I don't know what he's doing.
He killed the mothership core.
Why does he have 3 pylons on the other side of the map?
Freaking
Where's his
Puck.
mothership core?
Puck build
What is he
3
doing?
pylon.
What? No, Puck. This is not the ace we wanted.
What's going on, America, man? Is he gonna
Oh,
try it again?
no,
He's gonna lose triple
no.
pylons. Bly must be feeling so good right now.
He's killed the
He's like,
mothership
you're not
core on 3
making it.
pylons.
You're not making it hard for me. So, now that I think about it, my take on this is that you can actually roll down the ramp with pylons. Because I've seen it with double barracks.
Yeah.
You can wall can wall the ramp at the bottom side. I think you might be able to do it with 4 pylons.
Sure, absolutely, and he also cuts off reinforcements from the main in the second if he was to do an attack on the third, right?
Yes.
And the overcharge can just protect.
Yeah, that's how I see it. That's the only way that I'd see that Shroud being relevant.
Well, this game took a turn for the worst here for the United States of America. America! As Bly gets in,
needs a miracle.
They do need a miracle.
Even making jokes. Oh. Okay, taking double the simulators on the second Nexus.
Yeah.
Here we can see.
Oh, what a gamble
that.
this is. Double Stargate.
Oh.
This is after double Overlords have been taken out, and it doesn't look like we're going to see any scout further from Bly.
Okay, where are the Stargates?
The thing is, oh my gosh, Puck is doing everything he can to get back into this one. The thing is that the Overlord saw the robotics facility and the robotics bay, yet is now the double Stargate and also a hidden third.
Is there a robotics bay?
What is he going to do? Mass Phoenix? Mass Void? What is this? I've seen both in Legacy of the
I
Voids.
would argue Phoenix in that situation. I don't think you can actually pay for double Void Ray production right now. I could be wrong, but I like it that he goes full YOLO. Like his main strategy obviously failed, and now he goes for something that is so incredibly weird that maybe even Bly, the king of weird strategies, might be fooled. You know?
All he's got to do is build an Overseer and go in and just pick an Overlord around and figure this out. He's getting the +1 attack as well for air. 3 Adepts going to try and do some pressure. Overseer coming back, maybe fearing the thought of DTs, but here begins the Phoenix production. The last hope, the miracle that Puck is looking for lies in these Stargates.
Okay, he's going to try to apply some pressure in the main with a triple Adept drop in. That new Warp Prism, man.
Yeah.
Those Adepts were dead, and then he saved them anyways. That is really great. Actually, Adepts plus Phoenixes could do really well against Hydras in general. Everything is light. And all these units actually deal massive damage.
That's the thing. That's the thing. He has observers. If he has enough Phoenixes, he could just pick up whatever Hydra count, whatever lurker count there is. I'm a little bit surprised that there hasn't been a follow-up scout here. Bly knows his opponent's on 2 bases.
Oh, there's an Overseer getting morphed. Where is that Overseer?
Like, why has he not followed this up with a scout? Why does he not know he's playing against double Stargate yet?
There's an Overseer getting produced.
That's the only one he has.
Okay.
And it's 5 lurkers, which aren't that good against mass air, obviously.
They're really bad. And he's still not scouting it. And that third base, that proxy, that ninja third base, is still working, and it's paying, you know, it's paying for its own price. It's amazing. Puck is like, well, he's still 50 supply behind, but he's got a hidden strategy that Bly has no idea about.
No idea about. Sorry, I'm like.
It's okay. It's okay. He has no idea about it, and he doesn't really have the proper composition to fight
a lot
it.
of Phoenixes now.
How much do we have?
10.
Okay, that's 10.
About to be 14.
Soon to be 12.
He's going to reveal them soon by the looks of it.
And they're revealed now. Can he get
Here
all
we
the
go.
Hydralisk?
He's got to find them first.
There isn't even any Hydralisk here.
Just lurkers at the moment. I saw 7 Hydras just pop, but he's looking for them. There's a couple.
Okay, what do you prioritize if you're Puck right now? Do you kill some economy? But I don't think that's enough. You need to kill units. You need to kill Hydras. He's gonna go for it.
Oh my god,
1, 2, 3 Hydras. There's so many Hydras.
Where did all these Hydras come from? Is Puck saying, ah. He's in so much trouble.
RoboBay is getting finished. He needs to build some... Whoa. Okay, first.
Oh, and look how far the creep is as well. Bly's just going to walk over there and probably borrow the lurkers and attack with everything else, and he might just win the game.
How can he manage to hold on to that 4th base, which is actually 4th base on the gold, when there is so much unit coming in from Bly? And Bly,
he's finally spotted it.
Out. He's like, you cheeky bugger.
Unbelievably cheeky. And now Roach's squad of them going up there to clean this up easily.
He recalled the mothership core, and now he's going to do double photon overcharge on the pilots. Can he hold on to it?
Bly's in the driving seat.
Yes.
Complete driving seat. Yeah, this is... this all stemmed from the 3 pylon mothership core loss at the start of the game, which pushed Puck into running a risk, and that didn't pay off as he's just got these Phoenixes in the air doing nothing, and he was going to go in again and have a look to do something, gets an Overlord, but There's
Recall
even
the probe away.
investors out now.
Can he get the fungal? The money fungal? No. Okay. Puck did recall the probe away, so he didn't lose that much economy, but still, like, what does he have? He has Phoenixes that are not achieving anything.
Yeah, and they're gonna get locked down soon to these fungals and from the infestors,
Oh
and
my
that's
God.
gonna be painful.
Puck. What a weird choice of strategy on a game with so much
On the line.
So much on the line. I mean, I can see it being a really cool strategy because if Bly doesn't know about that fact, like once again, I'm pretty sure that you can wall off with 4 pylons, and then you can basically make the gold being have to defend on its own.
Yeah.
So that's really dangerous for a Zerg player, obviously, but it failed miserably in this game, and ever since that move, he's been fighting, you know, an uphill battle, and quite a bad one, quite a stiff one.
Still got 173 supplies, still got a large army. A lot of it is in this air.
I'm not really sure about that decision out of Bly. Why would you go Ultra? Why didn't he try to win the game straight up?
Nervous as well that the Phoenixes
Maybe.
could pick everything up. He's waiting till he has the perfect counter to this. So bringing in the Vipers with its new parasitic bomb. Gets a couple of those on the Phoenixes. Everything's going to blow up instantly.
And he's going for range upgrades and the kindness plating, 5 ultras, but he just used every.
Imagine this.
That was so close.
Especially now the Vipers have energy too. One
Yeah.
fungal and everything is going to die. It's not just the Hydralisks that are going to come in to deal the damage. It's that parasitic bomb is going to do even much more.
I don't know about that ultra switch. Maybe I'm wrong, and when the ultras come out, he's just gonna win the game.
I mean, they're not going to. I mean, Ultra's going to be okay against this, and then Hydralisk dealing a lot of damage behind them as well. I think no matter what he makes, he's in a pretty decent spot.
Well, he has 51 drones. He just used his entire mineral bank to just build 6 Ultralisk. And now he knows. He knows that Ultras are in because of the revelation. And we can see in the production tab, 2 Immortals are getting built. He needs to go now. And there's already like 3 or 4 stages worth. I think Puck can hold.
If he holds, this is going to be pretty sick that Bly never
can't
capitalized
believe.
on a lead that he had.
Yes.
And here we're about to see Bly take his fight. Can
I
he?
love the defensive setup that he has.
All right, here we go. Big fight coming in.
Okay.
30 minutes in this game. It's been building up to just this.
Okay, Bly coming in with some spores also. He's gonna go with the Ultralisk. They're gonna be frozen because of the Stasis Ward. 4 Stasis Ward. Okay, he's gonna fight on the left side. Hydra run by on the 3rd base. It's not that important, but still, it's happening. Oh my god, first disruptor shot. Okay, Infestors and Hydras not getting targeted here. Yeah,
Nice move
that
there.
Hydra
with the
squad.
Hydralisks.
And one disruptor just got pulled by one of the Vipers. Okay, that's nice. That is nice. Okay, he knows. Playing really well right now. He's Bly.
Yeah.
He needs to pull one Immortal. That's what he's gonna do.
Oh,
Okay, time warp. Sean,
tense.
can he hold?
We're about to find out.
Oh my god!
A lot of the Hydralisks do get stuck there. And the fight's going to take place. Good couple of blinding clouds. Where's the disruptor hits coming in?
Okay, it's looking really good. It's looking amazingly well for Bly. Sorry to doubt you, brother. But those Ultras, they're not getting targeted down. Those Disruptors, they do nothing. The Fungals were amazing. Lots of cannons right there. Fungal plus Parasitic Bomb. All the Phoenixes die. Oh, GG!
Bly does it again. Not quite the reverse kill, but he carries his team to another victory. Italy first, then the USA in the second one.
Les USA.
The USA and Ukraine
Congratulations.
qualify
Yes!
to NationWars 3.
Good job. Good job out of Ukraine. Great job out of both. I would say every single player actually scored for Ukraine on that clan war. So props to them.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy to see them entering the tournament. I mean, obviously sad for USA, not getting so close to qualifying and actually failing at the last possible moment.
It's the worst.
But at the same time, you have to take into account the how do you say that?
I mean, what do you want to say?
It's like Ukraine has been really tough all night. They've been, you know,
They have.
they've been keeping it straight. They've been trying really, really hard to
Yeah.
qualify, and they actually made it 4-3 against Italy, and then 4-3 against USA.
And they're definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with going into the next stage. Bly said it right
resilient.
earlier on that Cass and Demaga, if they put a bit of time in, you know, to get up there with Bly, these three could definitely challenge a lot of the strong nations that have been seeded and invited in.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're a threat to be reckoned with.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the, in
yeah.
the main tournament.
Bly thinks they can get top 4 if everything goes his way in training and workload. Top 4, which is it's a realistic shot. It's a hard one, but realistic.
Yeah, I agree.
It's possible.
I'd rather say top 8 than top 4.
Yeah, top 8's a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, it looks more comfortable. I think they could do really well in this next group stage, the round of 16. We actually have already 13 teams that we know of.
Yeah.
The 12 teams that we introduced you to a little bit before, and now Ukraine is joining them in the main tournament. Congrats to Ukraine. Really sick performance. The word I was looking for was resilience.
Resilient.
I think they've been really resilient tonight.
Yes,
because
they have.
They've been back against the wall
Twice.
tonight.
Down 0-3 to come back to win 4-3, and then back and forth, 3-3, and then win 4-3 again. 2 4-3 victories.
That's an impressive feat. And and Bly is already, you know, saying to everyone in Legacy of the Void and in NationWars,
Yeah.
that is a really dangerous player.
Yeah, he thinks
no matter,
he's one of the best right now in Legacy. And
Yeah, no matter the matchup, he's been really good. And on that game, even though I felt like at some point maybe he let it slip through his fingers,
Yeah.
in the end, Ultralisk don't really die in this game.
No,
because
no,
they
no.
get so much armor out of that chitinous plating. But great games, amazing nights. We're gonna end up with an interview, obviously, of Ukraine. And actually, as I was speaking, and the reason I lagged a little bit because people have been told me, that the interview is already ready on the other set. So guys, take it away.
And welcome back, everyone. I'm with Le Todd, the most famous French-English caster, I could say. What do you think about this last match?
It was pretty good. A surprising ending to some extent to me. I was predicting a 4-3, so I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, we had a lot of good games actually already today. And Ukraine, I guess, congratulations to them for advancing on to the next round to making it to the top 16. They're definitely gonna be looking forward to it as well. And they're gonna have to put in some serious work because there's a lot of strong countries in there.
Yeah, and especially the veterans, Cass and Dimaga, they did their work in the second series, but against Italy it was a bit lackluster, and they relied heavily on Bly, that old kid in Italy in the end. So clearly they have the potential, I think, to do a good showing in the group match, but it will need some work, as you said.
I think so, yeah. I think like this is a tournament where like you know in advance who you're gonna play every time. So if they put in some serious work, we could see definitely Cass and Dimaga again doing some serious damage, which they will need to because one player doing everything is not really a reliable long-term strategy in a tournament like this.
Okay, so we're going to have an interview with both Cass and Bly. Hello, guys. Are you here?
Hello. Yeah. Hello.
Okay, Bly, first of all, congratulations to both of you for your qualification in the group stage of NationWars 3. And I think Todd has several questions for you.
Yeah, how are you guys feeling? Are you happy or what that you made it to top 16?
Yes, yes.
Kinda.
Why so calm, Bly? I thought you'd be more enthusiastic, man. You
I
were
will be
this
more
close to not
enthusiastic
making it.
when I'll play on the main stage.
Okay. So
In the semis.
the goal for you guys now is to make top 4 to try and play here in Paris.
At least play at LAN, yeah, sure.
Okay. How did you feel, Bly, to finally have Cass and Dimaga, score some points on the scoreboard and
I was I was very happy when Dimaga won the first game, and then Cass took a game where like it was so tense. I was kind of, oh, is it gonna be end? No. Is it gonna be end? No. It's kind of random right now with the disruptors, but I was really so happy that they won their game. So after all, I managed to pull off everything I needed and won on the last game, on the last map, which was kind of weird actually. Like I was so ahead and I knew it, and I tried to play like as passive and like when you're ahead, just get more ahead and Artosis, yeah, sure. So I just made ultra armies that don't die. Like when you have Vipers, Blinding Cloud, Infestor, Lurker, Ultra, I didn't have even one roach, I think. Like so, all the supply was so cost efficient that I could just A-click and just use some spells.
Okay, just to confirm, who was the worst player on Team America?
Pack.
Oh, not expected. Cass, actually, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how you used to be at the very front of the European scene. We saw you in a lot of tournaments and get a lot of good results, WCS as well. But as of late, we haven't seen you as much. So, what's going on with you? How much are you practicing? Are you still pro gamer? Like, tell me everything about your life. Go.
Yeah, last year I didn't practice as much as possible, and I said to myself I will try to hard work in Legacy of the Void. I still think I will play a lot. I will start very soon in next days to hard work, and yeah, I'm happy what I started, and I feel I already feel what I can do well. And it is very optimistic for me. So yeah, just need some time and I will catch up very fast.
Did you guys see the seeding system for the next groups? You guys could be in a group for the round of 16 with, say, like Korea, Germany, and then one more of these very strong countries, for example. You don't care?
I will just all kill.
Yeah?
It doesn't matter.
Sounds very easy.
do you have some words for your future opponents? Like the groups will be drawn on Sunday. Do you have a message for the teams out there that will be facing you in the future?
Good luck.
Lai?
I have a message. Koreans shouldn't be afraid of us.
All right. That sounds pretty good. Fighting words right there from you guys. So congratulations once again, and we'll be seeing more of you later in the tournament.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Huge performance for Umken, especially clinching both times the last game, the 7th game, and it's the hardest thing to do. Win when it matters the most. Bly did it twice. I think he can do it again on the group stage. It will be really interesting to watch Ukraine battle out in December. Since the 3rd of December in the group stage, I'm really interested.
I hope he doesn't have to do it every time, because then he's going to grow tired of it. If he has to play in the last match every time, he's going to be like, God damn it, like, can't you guys help me a little bit more for once? But it'd be funny if, like, down the line in the whole tournament, it just keeps on happening and happening. It's like, Bly, you've got to win again in that last map.
It would be a cool story, Bly, the DS winner. We will see later on, but before we will go back to our casters. Get back to the desk.
Hello, boys. Hello again. That is going to sum up our night.
Yeah.
It's been a long one, but it's been an amazing one. We've had so many great games. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too.
I hope you did, man, doing your English casting.
Did you
well.
have fun?
I did have fun. Of course I had fun.
Yes.
It's NationWars. It's all gaming. Of course it's fun.
Your cheeky smile.
That's right, man.
That actually says that you're loving it. So what else do we have to say?
So thank you to everyone watching. Thank you to the partners.
Obviously, partners which are Twitch TV and Blizzard. Thank you so much, you guys, for helping us making that tournament a reality. Yeah, of course, thank you all for watching us tonight. And I hope we'll see you tomorrow, because tomorrow we have another group. We have the same kind of number of games. Maybe it's gonna go 4-3 again. Canada versus Belgium to kick things off, and then Brazil versus Switzerland.
Really looking forward to that, especially looking forward to seeing Canada play. Scarlett's playing, Huck is playing, Desro's playing. It's a great set of players there tomorrow. And they're taking on the underdogs, obviously, but, you know, NationWars has provided upsets. Anything's possible in this format with all kills and seeing players perform better than they've ever done before. And it's the perfect opportunity to show that, and hopefully these other three nations can step up to the plate.
Yeah, really well said. I don't want to say anything next to what you just told us. It was amazing.
Thank you, Alex.
You're so good, Sean. So, yeah, you know, just, you know, come back tomorrow, 6 p.m. CET. I don't want to say that out loud. Like, they're saying some random stuff in the
I'm happy you were having fun,
production
Alex,
room.
at your tournament, man.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what they wrote on that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. So, yeah. See you tomorrow, guys. Please have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. CET, with the second group stage of NationWars, and obviously, Volley.